The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And welcome to the Jackson Christian School Eagles and Lady Eagles Network here on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz. We are at USJ tonight where they will be the home team. Our Eagles and Lady Eagles on the road tonight for a big game. This girls game very, very important to the girls because the USJ Lady Bruins are 5-0 in the district. Don't get surprised or fooled by their 12-8 record that they have overall. They went to some tournaments. They've done some things. They are winners of their last 3 games. Our Lady Eagles had a big victory the other night over the Lady Vikings of Fayette Academy. We're at 15-5 and 3-2 in the district, but this is a key game because USJ is undefeated. And, Brian, we're really wanting to and trying to finish anywhere from 1 to 4 in those top. We don't want to be number 5.
Yes, sir. It's like you said, their record, USJ on paper doesn't look great, but they played in a lot of tournaments, played some really tough competition, and 5-0 in the district speaks for itself. Big win over Trinity for them the other night. But our girls, big win over Fayette Academy, down late, come back, stay in the game, and pull out a big win on Winterfest night to keep us kind of on pace there in the district. And, you know, every game right now, you're playing for seeding. You're playing for a home game. You're playing for tournament seeding and how you're going to finish this year. And this is when you want to start playing your best basketball. I see Gibson Boykin warming up tonight, Coach. So looks like she'll give it a go with the ankle. We'll see how effective she is tonight.
That injury turned out to be not as bad as we first thought it was. It was bad enough now.
Yeah.
And man, when she hit the floor that night, I had sympathy pains in both of my ankles. And we are 44 seconds away from game time. Things, the clock situation a little different. Brian will be with you in just a moment. They'll have the national anthem. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, Brian Bullard with the starting lineups.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more, your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
For those who have forgotten, because it's been a while, the score is TCA 53. Our Eagles of Jackson Christian School 52. This is going to be one of those games where it's a shame. And we are back, and unless my iPhone is wrong, we got a little bit of a surprise tonight. It's 5:51, and this game was supposed to start at 6 o'clock. So we will have an abbreviated Great American Sports pregame show. Brian, it's all yours.
Starting for your Lady Eagles, number 4, Lily Barnes. Number 11, junior guard, Taylor Baines. And the senior guard, number 15, Trinity Brooks. Forward, number 22, Elena Yarbrough. And the final starter for your Lady Eagles, number 34, Tess Little. Lady Eagles coached by Tony Schutz, Kim Watson, Haley Janis, and Coach Kristen Moore. The starters for the Lady Bruins. Number 4, junior Mia Powell. Number 20, she's an 8th grader, Halen Ayers. Number 21, junior Ava Barham. Number 22, senior Carly Hayes. And the final starter for the Lady Bruins at guard, she's a senior, number 23, Stella Spencer. Bruins coached by Joel Ayers and Ashley Ayers.
And, of course, sitting on the bench with Joel is Ashley McElhenney Ayers, his wife. Most of you here in West Tennessee remember her as the point guard at Gleason on a state championship. Randy Frazier, who just retired as superintendent of Weakley County. She played for the Vanderbilt Commodores and actually coached a semi-pro men's team. They like to think the guys on the team thought they were pros, but they were semi-pro. And much like the G League, and they do call them professional, so we will too. Interesting matchup. Barham, who ate us alive with 21 points, and again, we apologize for the early start. We do not know what was up. We were not appraised of the start.
Yeah.
We should still be in our pregame right now, but Ayers and Brooks, or actually Barham and Brooks, are going to jump against each other. Both teams in a defensive tip. Very interesting. They tap back tip to Ayers, and she'll bring it down the floor. And Barham, they're in a 4-out, 1 under. They flash Ayers, but they don't give good pressure by Tess Little. There's the skip pass. Good recovery by Barnes. Another skip pass to Ayers, and she'll drive the baseline. Stops, pops from about 12, and gets her first basket. She had 7 in the first game, one of her lower totals of the year. Full court press employed, and I'm glad to see Yarbrough meet it. But we got to move it. Can't waste time, Brian.
Yeah, we got to get it across. Turnover.
Turnover, and here's Ayers trying 3 from the right baseline. No good rebound. Yarbrough, she'll get it to Tess Little very quickly. They'll give some pressure as we bring it across the half line. Down low to Barnes. Barnes goes up, short-armed it a little bit. Lost the rebound, picked up by Brooks. She'll get through there, and it rolls in, and this game is tied on Trinity Brooks' basket. Now, she did not score in the last contest.
That's a good sign early, Coach.
Yes. We give a little pressure, and we force them to throw the skip. Now, they like to throw the skip, but you want to make it float so you can recover. Shot off the back of the iron. USJ had it, but they traveled with it, and a much better start than the other game.
Good job there. We were fortunate on the rebound that Hayes went down with the travel, but we make sure we got to box out and finish our possessions.
Here's the 1-2-1-1 press. They match up just a little bit on the wings. And Tess has got to move it. You're better off keeping the ball in the air and passing it to a receiver that comes to it. Trap again, we're going to need to get rid of. Thank goodness they bailed us out tipping the basketball. Ayers is checking with her parents, and she is the daughter of them. No, they got the basketball. They said we lost it out of bounds.
Wow.
Couldn't see
out.
that. We had some parents standing right up in front of me. Almost had it. They got it because it took a good bounce for them as Hayes gets it. She'll give it off. This is Powell with the basketball to Hayes. Hayes, and see how deep Barnes got us down inside? That makes it easy for her.
Yeah, we got to get her up on the block more, make it tougher for her. That was an easy catch and score.
There we go. Now that's how you break it. Side, middle, side. Taylor Baines with a chance for an old-fashioned 2-point or 3-point play. She'll go to the line for one, and you'll have to help me watch the hand signals on the fouls because they don't put the fouls up over here, and we are at a very bad position to see the signals of the officials.
Yeah, Coach, I missed that one as well. I didn't see who that was on.
Shot it, it's off the rim, but sneaking in there is Elena Yarber to get the rebound, and we have actually taken a 6-4 lead early in the ball game. Everybody was looking for the blowout early. Well, it's not going to happen, or at least not right now. We force Barham to miss the shot. We pick up the loose ball on the ground, and here's Brooks coming down the floor. She's tripped. They're going to get the second foul, I think. Actually, she was fouled earlier than that.
Coach, we're doing a good job of getting 2 feet in the lane and just keeping our momentum going. They're not stopping us right now off the dribble. We got to keep attacking. 2
team fouls on USJ. We are guessing about who the fouls are on because of the officials' angle. And they're going to substitute Powell out and bring in number 3, which is Driver. Brooks has it. Right wing drives. Gets pushed out. They say they knocked it out. No, they're going to say we stepped out of bounds. So a little body contact then.
Yeah, a little bit of contact.
Okay, a little bit different formation to keep the ball out of Ayers' hand in the center. They'll get Brooks. And that is our first team foul.
That's important for Trinity right now to not pick up a second one.
You're absolutely.
Stay out of foul trouble.
She really doesn't need, if she's got to get a second foul, make it in the second quarter with about 3 seconds left.
That's right.
They are attacking. USJ is a fake. We cut them off on the baseline. That was good defense there. Should have been a jump ball to travel. We got nothing out of it. Wow. I'm sure our cohorts are seeing the game slightly different than I am, but now is that a credit card? Looks like an offensive foul. And when I say credit card, that means a charge. And that looks like it's on 23, Spencer. Stella Spencer. And again with the press, and it's a good press. We go 1-4, screen in, roll somebody back. No, it's travel because you cannot run the baseline. For those of you watching, on a dead ball throw in that's not after a timeout, you cannot run the baseline. The idea was good, but because of rules, it doesn't work. Okay, they will run a version of a 2-man line with 1 wide. They get into Ayers because she's tall enough to get it. The shot comes off, and it should be off of 22's knee. Go back and look at it and see if my eyesight's any good. They're going to give it to USJ, but I saw it hit 22 last.
It did, Coach. It did. He might have had a bad angle at that one.
They run the same formation, a little different break. They get the ball into Carly Hayes. Left-handed layup, and it's going to stay there and hang with them. And Ayers has got 4. I'll get it straight here in a minute. And it is 6-6, so we're tied at 2 and 6. Tess Little trying to break the press. One of the hardest gymnasiums to see in is this one when you broadcast. Here is Ayers after the missed shot. Skip pass over on the baseline. 3-pointer up from the left wing and good by Hayes. USJ has the lead 9-6. going in. We left it just a hair short. USJ with the rebound. Their post player, Barham, had it, gave it off on the wing. And here is a offensive foul. And I will agree with the official on that one.
Yeah, her momentum, she was leaning over and bumped her there, but a good call, I thought, too, by the official. I like this substitution to get Trinity a little bit of a break.
Yeah, she needs one now. They'll try to take the passing lane away. Looks like Boykin is in. Gibson Boykin, she needs to get rid of it. Go to the side. Now we got to leave a person to pass behind it. We overthrow then, trying to force it to our high post. You go side, middle, side, and you have to go back middle again, but keep somebody behind to reverse the ball. Ayers has it out front, guarded by Tess Little. We're in our 1-2-2. Boykin tries for the steal, misses. It goes to the corner. 3 up off the iron, rebound, fought for, and let's see if it's the proper call. It should be off 22 for USJ. They'll go into their press. And we get it to Baines. Here it is to Boykin. Baines drives up off. I like that bank shot. That's her 4th point.
Coach, that's a tough angle, a tough shot. Big time shot there by Taylor Baines.
Absolutely. USJ breaks the press. We try to double team Ayers. She's got the height to get out of it, and we probably bumped her. We get so excited we get too close, Brian.
Yeah, but we got to be physical. They're going to be physical in this game.
Oh, yeah.
And we have to be as well. You don't really want to pick up a cheap one that far away from the basket, but you're not upset about that one.
The lower you can be physical with them, the less you'll get called. It's kind of like in football, the low man wins.
That's right.
Good spacing by USJ. They've gone to 4 out and 1 under still. They try the lob. Now that's where we get hurt with Barham. We have no backside help. It's too far away to help. Boykin's first one, in, out, and in. And I know she loved to put that one in because
excellent pull-up jumper, not drawing a charge. Good job there by Gibson.
Especially with that ankle. The pass to Ayers, back down in the corner. She brings it out front, and they kind of reset their offense. Good pressure by the Lady Eagles. Ryan, if I miss something, give it to me because Ryan's got a little better angle. We get the rebound off a missed shot, and I'm not sure it's one the Ayers wanted, though, and we're talking about the coaching Ayers. Baines feeds inside. I like it, and that is on Barham.
Good post position by Elena. She had to come through her back, and good call there by the official.
And Elena's really a very small post player.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot of bulk to her, but she's wiry, as they said in the movie The Replacements. Good effort by Barnes to get that one because she, like you said, USJ very physical. We step out of a high 1-4, give the handoff to Tess Little. Back to Yarborough, and they're playing player-to-player or man-to-man defense. Barham was daring Yarborough to crank it up. She hit a big 3 the other night, Brian.
Yeah, we need to be patient right here. They're change sides of the floor.
Shot up and banked in, and I got blocked. Was that a 3?
That was a 2-point basket, Coach.
Okay, and who shot? All I saw was
that was Elena, yeah.
Okay.
Got an elbow jumper.
That's the way to go, Elena. And what I'm talking about, a lot of the crowd, they not only pass by you, but they just stand in front of you. Here is Ayers, 3-pointer up and down. She's on tonight.
Yep.
She's got 7. It's 14-12. Here come the Lady Eagles. Good break of the press. I saw some reaching in, and they're going to call turnover on us. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. I thought it could have drawn a foul.
Yeah. As bad as I can sew, I could have sewn the 2 arms together. That's the amount of contact we had. Boykin on the point of it, and she is still, there's a little gingerly movement in there. I'm sure it's well taped with a brace on it, both. Hey, Lady Eagle defense scrambling. They've got their 4 out again, 1 under, bar them on the backside like you do in dribble drive motion. 29 seconds. They may hold it for the last shot unless they can get a good set 3. And they go to driver and a bad pass. We'll get a chance for 20 seconds, Brian.
Yeah, good defense there, keeping their offense up near half court, and did a good job getting out of Ayers' hands, and she just had to turn it over. We need to make sure we get the last one. They don't get one right here.
15 seconds and counting down to 12. Brooks steps out. Yarborough had decent position, would have taken a curl pass, and we'll explain that to you sometime. Now we got to lose the ball. They're going to get the last shot. It's up off the glass, no good. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's 14-12. USJ with the lead over our Lady Eagles. Let's take a timeout.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
And we are back here at USJ, where the Lady Bruins leading the Lady Eagles 14-12. That was a good first quarter for us, even though we're behind.
Absolutely. High-scoring first quarter. Teams putting the ball in the basket, doing a good job of offensively just driving. Like I said, driving to the basket, making somebody stop us, and they're not. And we just keep going, and we're doing a good job converting that. Taylor Baines with the drive, Trinity with the drive.
We've got 4.
We got to make sure we locate Ayers. And we got to give help on that backside. When they have us on the wing, we got to make sure we get there.
We really do. The skip passes, we got to make them float, and we got to really burn it to get there. We had 4 people score in the first half, 4 by Baines, 2 by Brooks, 4 by Yarborough, 2 by Boykin. And we get the ball first. They had Ayers with 7, Barham with 4, and Hayes with 3. We want to run the guard. We lost that one. That one is – I know it had some pressure, but that's really an unforced turnover. We pick them up. They skip out to Ayers. She's got a good hesitation and stop-and-go move. Tall enough to see over people. They try to feed Barham, and they get it to her. And even with the sandwich, we didn't have the answer.
Yeah, that's better defense, though. We have 2 girls there. It's a foul.
Baines split them. Yarborough's got it. And it's a jump ball. USJ will get the possession, but that means we'll get the next one.
Good follow there on the rebound by Elena. Just look like her feet just slipped out from under.
Yep. And again, our press is more like 2 people, and it goes along with Tony's philosophy that he got some of. That time, Elena Yarborough hustled down in there.
And I think she baited her a little bit into throwing that pass, and a good job covering down, knocking it out of bounds.
Now Barnes is coming back in, and at the quarter, Carol Kendrick checked in. She's capable of hitting some threes from out there, just a freshman. USJ's got the ball, though. They run a screen for Ayers. She wanted to drive. Now she's going to pull up, shoot the 3, and she's got 10, and she's on tonight. She's getting the ball too easy.
Yeah, you can't give her that much room. We have to recognize who we're guarding and get out there.
Now, when the hands are up, you got to go under, fake a pass to make a pass. And the receivers are responsible, too. Just like in football, you have to come back and help your quarterback.
That's right.
Skip pass across to Barnes. Barnes wanted to go inside. We run a cutter through there. USJ playing player-to-player defense, man-to-man if you prefer that, guard through. And it looks like Teague is going to foul the cutter. I've got that as my 6th foul. We'll wait and see, and now the scoreboard agrees with me. We go 1-4 across. They're still matched up man-to-man. We lob it deep. Brooks finds it. Brooks going to try to go the hole, but good job by Teague on the defense. She moved her feet well, and she bodied up well. Reverse layup tried by Yarber, but she was pushed. I think they're going to get 22 Hayes instead of Barham. It'll be 22, yes. And if I'm correct, again, that's her second foul.
Yeah, good drive there. Strong by Lana, using the rim to protect her.
Yarber shot it, got it. 7-point lead right now, or actually 6 with the basket. Ayers comes out of the ball game for USJ. It looks like driver back in for her. Second one, shot it, got it. It's 19-14. Some pressure out of Brooks. There'll be pressure at the half line out of Spencer. She'll come over. They make the pass. That's that reverse pass I was talking about. Down into driver. She kicks it out, though, to Hayes. Hayes steps through it. Now we go. Barham got away with a push-off. Go look at the film, and you'll see she takes both hands on the back and pushes off. Now, Barham looks like has fouled Brooks, and that would send her to the line for a 1-and-1.
I think that's going to be her second as well.
That's supposed to be her second.
Yeah, her second foul. That could be an issue for USJ. We'll see what they do with her. It looks like Ayers going to come back in for her. And that'll take away a chunk of what they want to do offensively.
Shot it, got it on the first one. She's got 3 now. Ayers quickly checks back in. Barham goes out. Ava Barham had a great game against us at our place and missed the second one, but we get the rebound. That is Barnes. Barnes wanted to do the right thing, but Yarber was too well guarded. Just a flat-out steal by Hayes. We trap her, we recover, and you got to make Ayers give it up to driver. Three-pointer up, and give the young lady credit for that. That's 23, Stella Spencer, because she was arching to her back to get that one. Try the long pass, and you got to remember Ayers is quick and she's got reach. That's not a good pass to try. Hayes, 3, off the back of the iron. A lot of body contact pushing people. We've got to be a little more aggressive when we flip one back in. Tig is walking. She took that extra bounce.
Yeah.
And that's the reason you see Joel Ayers say nothing to the official. They side, and they play their press a little different when it's on the side. I think he's wanting somebody to match up because we've got a free girl. Hook layup going in for Brooks. Good production. Brooks has got 5 now. We're down 7, though. We being Jackson Christian to Teague. Just an 8th grader like Ayers. Nice pass to the baseline. We drop and cut the post player off. There they try to lob and comes out of there. Barnes, Lily Barnes wants to go. Stops, does the right thing.
Great job there. Good drive by Lily. Good little run there. 4-0 run, coach, from the Lady Eagles.
Timeout here on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
(24-19) lead USJ over Jackson Christian. We're in the second quarter. Brian Bullard, Coach Joe Holloway, and of course Gary Lockhart. We'll tell you about our camera people. Here we go with it's a lot of press out of Brooks. Tess Little waiting at the half line. We got a chance for a double team, and Ayers saw it, and we'll get a foul on Barnes. Driver drove hard, hooked the left hook pass.
I wish he's going to give her 2, but she was passing that ball.
She was passing it.
Yeah.
Very interesting call. It's almost like he had made his mind up ahead of time. That was definitely a pass. First free throw up and good. And again, we'll remind you if we have to hesitate or anything. Brian's sitting up a little higher, and I may have to, but I can't write in my book. Second one, shot it, got it. It runs the lead back to 6. Test a little dribbling. We're going to have an overthrow. They've got it. Skip to Ayers. Ayers left wing shot up off the back of the iron. Rebound fought for Barnes. They try to cut her passing lanes. We've got to get somebody in the middle, but they got a hook in the middle. Now, come and help her. There we go. Now, that's good, Brian.
That's a good job drawing 2.
Not a bad shot. They blocked out well. And let's see who they say it's last touch by. Going to say that the impetus came off of Yarber knocking it out. 15 King. Sophie King is in the game now. King's a freshman. Cross court to Spencer. Down in the corner. Driver shot no good, but I'm going to say it, Brian. They out-hustled us for the rebound.
We can't stand and watch.
They step on the line over there. Good call. The referee saw that one. Now, this time, evidently, Coach Ayers doesn't agree with him. And there we go now. Go back, pivot away from the pressure. If I sound like a coach, I really am. Masquerading as a play-by-play man. Test a little nice pass. Yeah. The idea was good. Brooks' shot missed, though, when they get the rebound. They're out of there quick. And let's see, they call it in favor of the Jackson Christian. It was the proper call, but they match up inside. We can bring one down the side, and that's another way you can break the press. And Driver will foul there. Ellen Driver. Ninth team foul, so we're 1 away. You've got 3 minutes to get to where we get 2 shots every time. Stella hasn't scored tonight. She is a good free throw shooter, but she'll be working with a 1 if she hits it the bonus. She eyes it, tries it, buys it, and that one didn't hit anything but net going through. He shot him like Brian Bullard would. She's also a very good little three-point shooter, too. Second one, eyes it, tries it, comes off the rim. USJ had the rebound, lost it, and Brooks picked it up. NBA 3 by Boykin comes out. And let's see, they say it is last touched. Give us a signal, gentlemen. It is going to belong to the Lady Eagles. And there's no way. I couldn't tell, Brian.
I couldn't tell either. But I guess the guy closest to it.
Tony wants a timeout. And with the Lady Eagles trailing by 6, let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We are back, and it's a 6-point differential with USJ leading our Lady Eagles. Brian, some quick thoughts.
Yeah, we're doing a good job of fighting, Coach. Fighting on the offensive end, getting some rebounds, getting some second chance points, being in the bonus chance to get some points at the free throw line is helping us as well. Bruins with a little bit of foul trouble. So we need to close this deficit here. Really important 3 minutes here in the first half, Coach.
Yeah, really and truly, because they had, of course, they pulled away big in the second half, but they had shown some signs of dominance in the first half of the last game. I think we're playing much better. And we got to get some movement. I'm surprised the count wasn't on. Those old 5-second lines don't exist anymore. Now the count is on. It should have been broke. She's close enough. There's the count. You watch their official's hand. It'll be the trail official. Barnes was looking. They had an idea, but now they get the offensive foul. That is Brooks' second one. Team fourth. Ayers inbounds, and that's to King. King's going to go quickly to Spencer. Spencer back to Ayers. They go in the corner to Hayes. She cuts to the basket. And I don't know, did it touch off our leg or not?
It went off her. She didn't argue. She was frustrated with herself.
Again, against the press now. They've changed to a 2-2-1 now. And then they match back up. That was what Gleason used to use a long time ago, and Joel and Ashley both went there, coached there. Boykin's shot up off the rim. USJ's got it. Tie ball, it should be our possession. 26-20 with 1:53. Coming back into the game, that looks like Teague there. Lily Teague is back in. Played some good defense a while ago. We throw it in, there's a foul, a hold. If it's against USJ, it'll be the 10th team foul. I got 1-5. Is that what you saw, Brian? That is King.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Lily Barnes at the line. It's up and nothing but net. It's her third point. We're shooting 2 the rest of this half. Second one, shot it, got it. It's down to a 4-point lead. Need some defense here.
Yeah, we need to stop here and close this gap even more, Coach.
Oh, close, but King did not walk, folks. But it was awfully close. Got to know where Ayers. Good job of falling back in there. It's kind of like recovery on a press. Taylor Baines fell in there and knocked that pass away.
Good job covering down.
Yeah, intended for Hayes. They had a good idea. We stopped it from working. They'll screen or step Ayers in. She was looking for a screen. Now she'll pop out on the baseline, curls up, three-pointer, NBA range, missed everything. And Brooks, that's interesting. Sometimes you don't have to face the press if you grab it.
That's right.
USJ substitutes. We'll see who came back in the ballgame. Saw King leave, and it looks like Spencer has come back in. Cross court now. Looks like it was a hand check foul. Who'd you see the foul on? 3?
It was 3, yes, sir.
3.
She shoved her in the back there on the catch.
I thought she did, and then I wish they could turn. And we got a full house tonight, and people are trying to get out of our way so we can see. But okay, 2 for 3 now from the free throw line for Brooks. Trinity, the only senior on our club. Second one, shot it, got it. Brooks is 3 for 4, and we pulled back to within 2, Brian.
Yes, sir.
Need another good defensive effort here and either tie it up or only go down 1. We could take the lead with a 3. Ayers cross court to Spencer. Spencer wants to get, they run an offside exchange on the backside. King is back in there. She drives. Tries a layup. She was a little bit too far under the goal. I think we're going to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Hayes was trying not to foul her there, but her momentum, she couldn't stop herself. And
if my stats are right, that's Hayes' 3rd.
The second foul.
Second, okay. I marked one wrong a while ago. I'll put the infamous circle in there. Yarbrough at the line. She's 2 for 2 tonight. She'll be shooting 2 because of the 10th foul. Shot it, got it. That one looked good. String music time. 26-25, here's Yarber's shot. People step in, and she hits it, so it doesn't matter anyway. We've got a tie ball game at 26. It's been tied 3 times. 50 seconds. Watch the Thompson and Smith scoreboard clock. Skip pass across. There's Ayers. They want her to handle it, and even though she's an 8th grader, she has a lot of tough AAU game experience. Travel ball experience. Both parents a coach. She drives it down to 26. She'll pull it back out. She heads to the hole.
Yeah.
5-second count, and that's the danger.
Yeah,
there.
we had the count, yeah. Gibson did a good job staying with her there.
Big turnover. Now coming into the ball game for USJ is number 24. This is Kate Payne. Payne, a freshman. So they're playing a lot of young people just like we are. Now we've got, see, we're letting them match us up. We not got cutters, and we throw the ball away, and they'll get a shot for a last. I agree with you. We should have reversed it there. 10 seconds, 9 on the clock. Ayers, will she take the last one or dish it off to Teague? Ayers is going to try to get the last shot. She does. NBA range, off the iron. They get the rebound. It should count. It should. And that will be Teague putting her first 2 in, if I saw that one correctly.
It was Teague, yes, sir.
Okay, and the lead has changed again. At halftime, it is 28-26. Lady Eagles trail by 2. We'll be back after these important messages.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise, and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
And we're back on the campus of USJ at halftime. Lady Eagles down 26-28. Kyle, really good job there. Here with Coach Teichman, boys coach for the Jackson Christian Eagles. Kyle, what did you think of the end of that half, and what are you seeing from our girls?
Man, they're playing really hard. It's a tough, physical, hard-fought game, and they're not backing down at all. Got down close to double digits a few times, but have kept cutting it back, and they're being so strong. They're making USJ run through their bodies and creating a lot of fouls, and they're putting their free throws in. So it's a really good half of basketball for our girls.
Absolutely. What you said, you mentioned something. We're playing very physical and getting after it on our end, getting some offensive rebounds and some putbacks, things like that. Huge against USJ team. You know they're going to be physical as well. Coach Teichman, last time we talked, we were getting ready for Fade Academy, and we came out, took care of business, and that one a little sloppy down the stretch, maybe for your liking, but we got the job done there on Winterfest night at Jackson Christian. Give me your thoughts about that game.
Yeah, I thought we played really well. You know, you always want to keep extending the lead, and even early, I think it was like 7-2 or 9-2 early, and I felt like we should be up more, but, you know, to really hold them to maybe 2 points for the majority of the first quarter. We made shots. We shot it well. I thought our zone offense looked much improved. So it was a really good night to end the 3-game week with a win and have a chance for some other guys to play. Was just very pleased with our performance. So
you enter another rivalry week. You got USJ here tonight. You'll end the week with TCA at home. Let's talk about. I wasn't here the last USJ game. Watched the live stream from Nashville. We pulled out a win. They kind of kept it close. What did you see in that game, and do you expect a similar game here or any differences with how they're playing as of late and your team as well?
Yeah, they're playing really well. You know, even though they dropped both of them last week, they were up double digits on Sacred Heart at one point and played Trinity to a 5-point game. So they're talented. They play really hard. They're very disciplined. They like for it to be a slower pace and lower scoring, which we kind of are used to that a little bit. They caught us by surprise with their zone last time. They hadn't played that all year, and they came out and started in the zone. So I think he'll mix up defenses, and they're going to try to pick on us inside. They look like a bunch of guys that play football as well, so they're going to try to find some mismatches and post us and put us in some weird spots. But, yeah, it's going to be similar. Their boys are physical as well.
Absolutely. You mentioned their zone, and we've had some good practice against that as well. We've seen it now. Seems like something the teams are doing to us. So I know that you guys are prepared for that. And like you said, they played it against us, surprised us with it. We'll see what they have for us tonight. Coach Jones is a good coach. Looking forward for that contest. We talked a little earlier in the week about Zach. His house is back. Do you think he'll be able to contribute tonight, or is he going to be limited?
Yeah, it kind of flared up after Friday. Had some soreness and had to take a few days, but he got a good, limited practice in yesterday, and think he's going to be out there tonight. Not sure for how long or how many minutes total, but we're going to put him out there because he does so many good things for us that the average person might not see. I mean, his intensity, his communication, the way he guards, the way he shares the ball. So we're going to need him tonight. Absolutely. Everybody else is good. Rotation, we're pretty healthy. Ready to go tonight? As good as you can be for game 22. So bumps and bruises, a few little things, but we got tough kids and they fight through most things. Coach Teichman joining us here. We appreciate his time at halftime here at the Lady Eagles game. Coach, down 2. Let's hope we can pull this one out, and then you guys can close this out with a win tonight. Coach Teichman, Eagles coach, thank you as always for your time, and good luck tonight. Thank you. That is Coach Kyle Teichman joining us at halftime. Lady Bruins up 28-26 here in the first half, and we'll take a timeout and be back with more Lady Eagles basketball.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's Warranty Forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And we are back after a little bit of an extended halftime. Some great work by the little dribblers here at USJ. And I feel like I've been through an obstacle course. It's a great crowd, but it's one of those crowds where people stand in the aisles and stand and block the doors. And hopefully we've done a good job. Brian's sitting a little higher than me, so that helps because I have to keep the scorebook. But, Brian, so far a great game. It's a 2-point game here at halftime.
Yeah, we talked about trying to close that gap there at the end of the half. And I don't have the stats on this, Coach, but I think it was an 8-0 run, 6-8-0 run, something like that for the Lady Eagles. They got the putback there at the buzzer, but a really good job to close the half. Now, the challenge is going to be you're going to get Barham back, you're going to get Hayes back, so you're going to have to battle those girls inside, and that's going to be a different test than just having to control Ayers, Coach.
Absolutely, and we are in business very quickly. The score, and Halen Ayers leads her team with 10 total points, 7 in the first quarter, 3 in the second. Barham has 8. We were able to do a little better job than we did at our house on the lob and dropped a couple of times, stole some passes. Hayes 3, Stella Spencer 3, Ellen Driver has 2. Lily Tigg got that big basket, one that hurts right at the end. But she did a good job. She was hustling for them. For us, Lily Barnes has 4. Taylor Baines has 4. Trinity Brooks 7. Elena Yarborough 7. Little has 1, Tess Little with 1, and Boykin has 2. And she's doing a good job. She's playing, and it is strapped and wrapped both. And I saw Elena's aunt, Sandra, who is and was about the same height. She was a post player in old girls 6-player basketball, and there wasn't but 3 defensive players and 3 offensive players on each end. And I believe Sandra could still play post, and comes from a great basketball family. Also learned this, that Tess Little is kin to Kelly Harper, the coach of the Lady Vols. And we're ready to play. It's USJ's basketball to start with the 2-point lead. And Barnes comes out and does a good job. We forced the cross-court pass, and a good job Yarborough coming over the top and knocking it away.
Yeah, we're fortunate there. Good job by Lane. I thought she might have gambled a little too soon, able to knock that ball out of bounds.
They screen. They wanted to post Yarborough, but this is a good shooter. Hayes out there. Hey, look at Taylor Baines. Ayers will try for a back tip. We got it. It looked rough. Here's Barnes 3 up off the iron rebound. Look at Yarborough. Windex lady up, left it a little short. And
that's a foul, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Coach Schutz wants a foul. No, I agree.
Look at Tony. Good job, Tony. He gave the proper signal. Hayes wanted to crank it and look at Baines or Barnes. Barnes knocked it out. Must keep Ayers under control. Chet 10. There's the lob. We got a break because we were late.
Yeah, they're putting the three-point shooter in the corner, so it's hard to give full help, but we're going to have to.
Got to cheat about 2 steps in. You got to be there when that ball hits her hands. Now, I thought that maybe the defender had a search warrant then. Here's the 3 by Little off the back of the iron. Rebound, and Yarborough just got mugged. Is that Garber or Brooks?
That was Brooks on the rebound.
That's Brooks on the rebound. She got mugged.
I couldn't tell from here where the contact came from, but she did end up on the ground.
Holy cow. Not backcourt, so don't even think about it, people. And here goes Ayers. She is smooth. Nice shot, but it falls off the rim. That's the way. Move that basketball, ladies.
Get her across.
There we go. Over to Barnes. To Brooks. There's a cutter. Brooks wants to go to the hole. Stops, pops off the backside of the glass. Got to hit that little magic square on your side. Here's Ayers streaking into the forecourt. Wants to go to the hole. She's fouled on the way to the hole. It's going to fall in, and she's going to wind up with an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, what I like to have seen us just go straight up there and contest.
Yep.
Instead of the foul. She was going away from the basket. It's a really tough shot by Ayers.
Brian, who was the foul on? Because I didn't get it.
Coach, there was two there, and I'm not sure who they gave it to.
And she completes the old-fashioned three-point play, and Ayers has 13. She's given them a 5-point lead. Nice in the middle. We had the right idea, but you got to lead the girl because she's running too a little more, so another turnover. There's the skip. Oh, me. They're going to give Barham the basket and give her a chance at a three-point play.
Coach, that's a good pass from the top there by Spencer. That's tough to defend that pass from up top.
Now, Brian, this is where the wheels came off the bus at our place. And that one good, so she gets a three-point play. It's 34-26 going from – and they're going to get – look, is it 23 or 20 that they're going to get for reaching in?
I think 23.
23 it is. Brian's right. It's their first team foul. We've got 2 team fouls. I still say I remember the point of emphasis, and this tagging that's going on is ridiculous. Nice drive, splitting it. Brooks. She's got 9. Hayes, 3 up, 3 down. They brought their shooting shoes. That's her 6-point, second 3. And looks like we got another foul. This one will be 3 if that's on Barham. 21 it is. Drivers coming back in, Barham out. Go into the forecourt to Brooks. They've got 4 back. She takes the Euro step. It's going to roll off. They get the rebound. Hayes grabs it, gets it out to Powell. Nice job by Trinity of making a recovery. Double dribble. They may have missed that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one.
Yeah.
We're fortunate to get that call.
Now, Brian and I will always try to be honest. If we do something, we touched it, we're fortunate, we'll take it. We're not going to turn it down. There was a broadcaster for Dyer County one year, came out of the stands. He was broadcasting game and went down to the scorer's table trying to change the game a little bit. Euro, but they say she walked. It didn't work. He got reported to the TSSAA. Wasn't me. I was coaching Humboldt on one of those relief efforts that year when they had to get rid of a coach before the season started. Here's Ayers. She wants to go. And they'll say that it's off Barnes. Barnes actually caught it, but it was knocked back by Spencer that time, who was hustling. Ayers to trigger the inbound, then they'll screen for her. She chooses which side she wants to come out. Curled up, 3 left wing, a little short, rebound fought for. Brooks has got it. Crosses over, crosses back over, and she's off to the races. Kicks it to Baines. Baines 3 up, just barely short, knocked out of bounds by Ayers.
Good position there. Good shot there from Taylor, just off. But good position there from Lily Barnes on the rebound.
We'll go 1-4 across the baseline. Trailing by 9 right now. Need a basket. Ball loose, we retrieve it.
My goodness.
Yes. Okay. And when you hear me say okay like that, you know somebody's committed.
You have to tee her up. You saw it happen.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
You watched it happen. She could not know.
Something's got to happen now. Gets out with a warning.
My goodness.
This is one that may need to be sent to the TSSAA. Not because it's going to affect the outcome of the game this way, but you can't let stuff like that go on. Foul called. That one on Ayers. Just her second, though. And Coach Joel Ayers tells her to do what I call 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is a convenience store, and a 7-Eleven stick-up is where they come in to rob the convenience store and you hold your hands up. I had somebody ask me, a lady asked me the other day, what are you talking about 7-Eleven stick-up? Oh, and Brooks' free throw rolls off, and we need every one of them we can get, Brian.
Yeah, now down 9. Definitely with a chance to get some points at the line, we need to convert. There we go.
And the second one does hit. So we get back to within 8 and USJ quickly. That's not backcourt. There were some fans want the ball and the feet both have to be over. She was split. Here's Ayers. Nice cross-court pass. They move it, but we're closing out well. Give our girls credit. Good job of dropping down. Hayes is playing the post. Now Tig is going to shoot. That Tig or Powell? That is Tig. Yeah. That's Tig. Her granddad here, and I know he's all excited about that. Well, this is interesting. It looks, people may not like the description, but right now the game looks like an East Jackson street fight.
A lot of physical play going both ways.
And I grew up in East Jackson, for those that are upset about that. Good defense played by the USJ team. We go 1-4 high. We run a guard through cut with Boykin. Should have gotten a screen and roll. We didn't step out. Yarborough, nice step to get free. Feeding back inside, and a little bit of an errant pass goes away. Till the errant pass, it was good action by both teams. USJ holding an 11-point lead on the Thompson and Smith scoreboard. Don't forget about some of our sponsors like Great American Sports, Mitchell's Body Shop, Jackson State Community College. Our press slows them up a little bit. They go 2-1-2 to gap it with a person in the middle. Powell trap. Will she get it out of there? Yes. Down in the corner, and that's a travel. Got to put that ball when that pivot foot picks up.
You got a timeout.
They're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout and be back after these messages.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more. Your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
And we are back here, hard-fought contest. USJ holding an 11-point lead. The ball belongs to Jackson Christian. Big game. We're 3-2 in the district. They're 5-0, and we want to make sure we get one of those top 4 spots. We run the loop. We flash a high person into the high post from the corner. It's back off the rim. Rebound picked up by Powell. Powell is trapped. Can she get it as she gets it out of there? Did a good job getting out. Looks like Hayes streaking into the forecourt. She's used to playing outside because they go 4 out, 1 under. Powell shot up, bouncing high, rebound, fought for, pull down, and it looks like it'll belong to the Eagles on the jump ball. Wow, a lot of action, Brian.
Yeah, a lot of action. We're really battling on the boards, Coach, on both ends, and you love to see that from the Lady Eagles.
The idea is good. Could we complete it? No, but they knock it out of bounds, and we'll get possession of it on the baseline.
Put a little air under that, Coach, and that'll be a layup for Elena there on the pass.
Yep. Go 1-4 cross screen in. They get it outside. They're bunching up. They're going to make us catch it outside and not going to give us our corner shooters anything either, which is good defense. Flash by Brooks. Her shot up. Comes off the iron. Barnes is after her. Brooks is helping. Powell gets it into the forecourt. Cut off by Boykin. Stolen by Boykin. There's another foul that wasn't called right there.
Wow.
The referees have lost control of this game. Basketball, it's physical, but not quite like it is. Both teams are now playing bumper cars. Brooks, good defense there. Boykin. Hayes wants it, kicks it out for the 3. Off the back of the iron, rebound, and there. Thank you. That should be Hayes' 3rd foul. Tess Little's back in. Boykin's going to get a rest. And Boykin got mugged a minute ago. I want the Pepto-Bismol and the other stuff for upset stomachs after the game concession. Ball inside, there's a foul. If my stats are right, that's Hayes' 4th foul. Be a 2-shot foul. King will check back in after the first free throw. That's off the back of the iron. We have got to hit those things, Brian.
Yep.
They don't call them free shots or charity tosses for nothing. Still 11-point lead for USJ. Second one, nothing but string music. It's a 10-point game. King in the ball game. Cross-court pass over to Tig. She goes, or back to Tig, and that was to Powell. Nice pass in the middle. We left Ayers open, and you do that, she's going to burn you. She's got 5 in the quarter, 15 in the game. It's a 12-point game again. We can't just match baskets with them. We got to win 2 possessions for every one. Round the horn we go. Brooks 3 up, down. 3 points for Brooks. She's got 6 in the quarter. 13 for the contest. 24 seconds. USJ 2-guard front, breaks our press with Ayers. She's going to post up this time. They want to go inside. She gets it in the short corner, comes, spins, kick out, over to King. King with a 3-pointer for right wing, bounces out. Good effort on the rebound by Tig, and we got away probably with a foul, and we didn't on the second one. Ayers had the inside position. And she'll try for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. It's 11. She can make it 12 again.
Yeah, that's a big possession there. Had it to 9. 2 offensive rebounds there back to back.
That one is good. She's a very good free throw shooter too. She's got 8 in the quarter and 18 for the game. Yarber's throw, and it looked close, but no cigar. The score at the end of 3 quarters of play, 45-33, USJ with the lead over the Lady Eagles. Let's take a timeout.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We are back here for the most important fourth quarter for the Lady Eagles. Brian, what have our Lady Eagles got to do to catch up and pass them?
Yeah, we have to make sure that we know where Ayers is at all times. They have a capable shooters all over the floor, and we have to make sure that we're finding them. And we, like you said, we have to get stops, and we can't trade baskets with them, Coach. Down 12 here to start the fourth quarter. And looks like Barham will be back in. Hayes, Ayers, Powell, and Driver for the Bruins. Little, Yarbrough, Trinity Brooks, Lily Barnes, and Taylor Baines for the Lady Eagles. Driver to inbounds. Finds Ayers in the backcourt. Over to Powell. Powell probes the defense. Good poke away there and a steal by Trinity Brooks. A lot of contact there. Trinity Brooks, ball out of bounds to the Lady Eagles. It'll be side out. Bruins fall back into the 2-3 zone. Ball to Tess Little. Over to Baines in the corner, inside to Brooks. She kicks out. Back to Tess up top. Got to get some movement here against the zone. Yarbrough flashes out to Brooks. Back to Little. Lady Bruins doing a good job keeping the Lady Eagles out of the paint. Ball goes into the high post. Trinity attacks the rim and scores. Good job there by Trinity Brooks. 45-35. Lady Eagles down. Ball goes to Hayes. Over to Powell. Powell gets a screen from Driver. Up top to Ayers. And Hayes going to shoot a three. No good. Rebound by Tess Little. Ball's into the front court with Baines. Baines drives. Kicks to Barnes. Back to Baines. Up top to Tess for three. Off the mark. Eleni Yarbrough fights for the rebound. And going to pick up the foul there by Ayers in the paint. Good job by Eleni Yarbrough. Fighting for the rebound. And, Coach, I might be wrong, but I think Ayers, that might have been her fifth foul.
You come back in here, man. We are another station made an error on something. We're trying to correct it. I got three. How many did they say?
That's just her fourth foul.
Or fourth, okay.
She will sit down with T coming in.
And that station has taken down the false report. Second one shot it. It comes off the iron. There comes Powell out of there with it. They break the half-court trap. Brooks pressuring out here on the right wing. They go across to Tig on the left side. Down. Wallace wanted to shoot it. Back to Hayes. Takes the one dribble up. She's a good shooter, but it comes off the back of the iron. We blocked out well, but then we didn't go get it. And I think Coach Ayers wants to talk it over. We're going to talk it over as we take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
We are back, 6:09 to go, 45-35 USJ leading our Lady Eagles. And we've got to get some points on the board. We can't just match them point for point. We got to go 2 for 1 or even 3 for 1 on these possessions.
That's exactly right, Coach. Down 10, 6 minutes to go, and you gotta go for steals. We got to be aggressive, and most importantly, we got to put the ball in the basket.
It'll be Lady Bruin basketball. Hayes to inbound it. They run a 3-man stack. Barham back in the low post. There's a steal by Barnes. She played it perfectly. She's going to go in, little stutter step, lays it up right-handed, and she gets her 6th point of the night. Make that 7th. Yeah, here they come driving baseline. Nice trap. They're going to throw it to backcourt. It'll be backcourt, and we get possession. This is what we need now, Brian.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Coach. Got the steal out of the timeout, and back-to-back turnovers by the Lady Bruins gives us a little spark.
Okay, it's substitution coming in. Ayers coming back in. She does have 4 fouls. Hayes will go out. Powell will go out. They're still playing player-to-player defense. Tig on Tess. Tess gets it back from Barnes, as you see.
We have a right to that post spot inside, and that's a lot of contact happening in there.
Now it looks like they are going 2-3 zone. Off. They're going to give it. That's interesting, not because I'm questioning the call, but the officials in this association very inconsistent on that call. Here comes Boykin, Gibson Boykin. Tess needs a little. She's played hard.
Yep.
Cannot fault anything she's done. 8-point difference with a little over 5 to go. And Boykin's going to get the steal, goes behind her back, needs some help, goes to the hole, block. And she'll go to the line, shoot the 1 and the bonus. Now on that one, Brian, you make 50% of the people happy and 50% upset.
Yeah. I wish you could have shot that ball. It feels like it should be should be shooting free throws.
Should be a 1-and-1.
Yeah.
Yes, it should be a 1-and-1. Go at the line. When healthy, and she had a really bad ankle injury, back a little quicker than I thought she'd be back, is Gibson Boykin. That is taped up and strapped heavily, and it comes off the back of the iron. Rebound is pulled down by Tig. Tig gets it to Ayers. Ayers will motor down the court with just about 5 minutes, as you can see on your Thompson and Smith scoreboard. Dancing at the line, but did a good job of staying in. Now there's a pass thrown. It goes out of bounds.
Did she get fooled by the sub coming in, Coach, or was it just a pass that went over her head?
No, she passed it over her head because she saw one of ours fixing to dart in front. And, it's hard to leave it alone, but actually the sub's supposed to leave it alone over there.
Yeah.
Baines has it. They start to try. We throw it inside. It gets tipped back to Yarber. Her pass is on the wrong side of the magic square, and I believe Yarber will pick up a foul.
Yeah, her momentum carried her a little bit past the goal there, and a tough angle by Elena.
Really was. Now, they are using a 2-guard front, and they'll put somebody in the middle to break this, and they'll go back cross court, and that gaps our defense because ours is really a 1-2-2. Hayes wins the wrestling match for the basketball. They give it to Ayers with 4:24 and counting down in the corner. Spencer didn't even look to shoot. She feeds Ayers. Ayers will have about a 4-footer up off the glass and in. Ayers with another 2. She's their leading scorer tonight. That's her 20th point. 10-point differential. Brooks left it a little short. Ayers cleans the glass for them. They are running. They've got 3 with 1 ahead. Pass led just a little too much and couldn't pull it in. Yarber will get a rest. Tess Little in. Boykin stays. 2-3 zone for USJ. They actually had it a trip earlier. I caught it in the middle of the trip down the floor. Brooks wants to go. Hook is up off the iron. They bat it out. Stella Spencer gets it. We go for Stella Spencer. And jump ball. And again, that's one of those calls that 50% are going to be happy, 50% will be unhappy.
Yeah, looked like a lot of contact there, but we'll take the jump ball, definitely.
Boykin drives, puts it up off the glass. The idea was good. It was a little flat. Boykin, this time it's a jump ball, but it'll belong to USJ.
And there, Coach, I didn't even think Barham had possession of the basketball.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's Ayers. They hit her in the middle, and we're going to have to match up or they can hit the open man too easy. Hayes has it in the corner, not looking to shoot. They keep looking for Ayers. She'll go towards the hole. We cut her off. They give it to Hayes. She'll go back to Ayers. Ayers is going to handle it a whole lot. And now, what have we found? A foul. Interesting. Be USJ basketball. I want to say they gave the signal for Brooks. Ayers has got it. She's open but misses it. Taylor Baines with the rebound. Spencer picks her up. They wanted double or steal, and they went for the steal and lost it. Barham tried to control it with one hand. Now let's see what I should have been watching this. I'm good at stealing baseball signals. Should have been watching Coach Ayers, and I could tell you what play they're running because he gave the signal with looked like a little bit of a Batman signal, you know, where they do the bat eyes. And Kevin Burton, that coached at Lambeth when they still had a basketball program, was a great job at learning the signals, and he would tell our defenders what play the other team was going to run. Here's the dribble. They want to trap it. We're looking for Yarborough. They pick her up, but Brooks wants to drive. Will stop, pop, floats, hits the back of the iron, and she'll get a foul. Brooks is hustling.
No. Coach, holding her ankle.
This is not good.
Her shin, maybe she took, I'm not going to speculate, but.
No, hopefully she just took a bad bump. It'll be her fourth foul, though.
Maybe a cramp, the way he's stretching her.
That would be much better than anything we talked about.
I thought she grabbed her ankle there at first, but looks like maybe a cramp.
Well, that pain from a cramp, your gastrocnemius that's the old calf muscle there, gets as hard as a rock, and it hurts. They push the toes back towards the player to try to relieve some, but till the trainer can get there, folks, if you've never had one, it hurts. I'm sure there's some pickle juice or mustard over there on the sideline. And this, I guarantee you, she's got a rock or brick hard cramp in that gastrocnemius.
She's played extremely hard. Max effort on both ends of the floor. Not surprised at all to see her down right now. You know she's exhausted, Coach.
Yeah, she's given it. Well, everybody on this floor, both teams, this has been as hard a fought contest. I think it got too rough at times.
Still a 10-point lead. We got to cut into it like we did a little bit ago, get some steals, some easy baskets.
Yep. Well, they're working hard on that one. Gary, I tell you what, let's take a 30-second timeout very quick, and we'll come back and pick up this game.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson, we specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
back, and you know, it's a cramp, but it's a bad one, Brian.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody carried off like that, but she's trying to walk it off over there, Coach.
Here we go, cross court to Hayes, and they're going to take a little time off of it. Now Hayes can, or Ayers can penetrate. There, they will keep with the 2-guard front theme and flash people. They're in 4 out and 1 under. They'll flash Driver. She pops back out, gets the basketball. They're doing a good job of keeping it moving. And we may have to match up, but we'll have to give a lot of help. 150, and they've had the ball a long time, 10-point lead. Got Tig on the far side, and they skip to her. Hayes was in the middle, then she'll cut. Ayers on the right side, and they go down the corner. Good place to trap and cut it off. It looks like we've got a reach-in foul.
Yeah, Coach Hughes calling for the foul there. We weren't able to get a steal, so we got to stop the clock and extend this game as long as possible.
That is our 7th team foul. I did not catch who the foul was on it. 1 and 1, and if you hit the bonus, this is Driver at the line. Ellen Driver's first shot is up and good. She looks like she's got good rotation on. That makes it 11-point lead. Driver's second one, shot it, got it. She's got 4 in the contest. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Stella Spencer comes back in. They're going to try to make us use some time with the press. Ayers on the ball, but just trying to take the passing lane. In to Boykin. We come up the right sideline. She threaded that pass like her brother would in football, but they knock it out of bounds.
Good job there, and good recovery there from the Lady Bruins.
I would say they are going into their 2-3 zone this time. They do. We had it to Yarber. There was a push from behind, and if that's on Hayes, that's her 5th foul, according to mine are unofficial now. They do not put the fouls up on the board here. And evidently it must be 4 because they have no. Oh, that. Now we go. Our scorekeeper says it's 5. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This has got. We missed that all-important first one. 10 fouls, though. We'll shoot 2. They're saying it's only 4. Second one, shot it, got it by Yarber, giving her 8. And there is a timeout called by Tony Schutz. And this is still a correctable error, but let's take a timeout on the ball game, Blitz.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Back with 1:30. Tony has gotten his strategy. What do you think he told them, Brian?
We're going to have to get some easy not easy baskets. We're going to get some quick baskets. Cut into this deficit. 11 points. A minute and a half to go. Coach Ayers telling his girls probably don't foul, don't put them on the line, but also take the air out of the ball when they have it offensively. So we're going to have to do a great job here. Get a steal. And we can do that. We do a good job getting in passing lanes, but we're going to have to do that a few times.
I know one thing that Coach Ayers, and he's good about saying he's telling their girls to catch the ball with their eyes, their hands, and their feet. Make sure you miss. We've got to deny. We left one open. They cannot get it in that easy. They hit the middle girl in their press break. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I kind of saw that both ways, Coach. It could have been a walk, but also definitely we were trying to foul.
Yep. should still be the 1-and-1. First one shot it, got it, and Driver is 5 for 5 from the free throw line. This one goes in. She is 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Substitution, Spencer in, Driver out. We go quickly to Tess. Tess to Boykin. Boykin's wanted to go all the way to the hole. Not a three. It's on the line, two. It misses. Rebound pulled down by Barnes. She goes up left-handed, left it a little short, gets her own rebound. Barnes wants to step through, throws it up and in. She's got 9. We need a steal, Brian.
Travel.
That's a walk.
Travel. Yep.
My only question is, the trail official, that's actually his call, not this side's official in the triangle. Thank goodness for that.
Got to get something quick going to the basket.
Yep, either that or a quick three. Boykin wants three. It comes off the iron. We fight for the rebound, but it was tipped up in the air. Hayes had it, gets it off, and now it's a dive for the basketball. And the officials talk about it. And it's Jackson Christian basketball. And, folks, I'm not going to give you an opinion on whether they're right or wrong because I couldn't see. Barnes gave the effort, but she hit hard.
Yeah, she took a shot there. Looks like she's okay.
11-point lead for USJ with 48 seconds. Taylor Baines to inbound, looking to get someone free. Barnes wants it. Yarber's got her, but and she gets out of the lane time. Three by Baines. It goes out of bounds, doesn't touch the rim, so it belonged to USJ. 39.9. Got to have a steal. I think that Spencer's asking for a timeout. She gets one for USJ. We'll take a timeout on the Jackson Christian Sports Network.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We are back. 39.9. You can score 11 points, but you got to make steals in a hurry and have quick baskets.
Yeah, and we hadn't been able to get it past 10. Lady Bruins have done a good job here down the stretch to keep it at a 10, 11-point lead, and weren't able to cut into it. But our girls have fought, and they're going to continue to fight here with 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, it's not over, folks.
That's right.
It's just a hard task right now. Quick steals, quick fouls, and quick buckets is what's got to happen. Let's see if we match up. Yeah, we're a little matched up. Let's see if we stay with the zone or we're going man-to-man. We're staying zone. That allowed Ayers to come down and get the basketball. She's a good passer. They get it to Driver in the center, and Gibson Boykin will pick up the foul. That's 9 team fouls there. So they get the 1-and-1 here. The next one will be 2 shots, and both teams will be shooting 2 shots. Driver has not missed tonight. She's 6 for 6. And she's 7 for 7. That's some good free throw shooting by her. I think I know who has worked with her and helped her shooting. This one misses. 7 out of 8, but we let them get the rebound. Ayers wisely goes out for them. We got a fouler. Ayers has only been to the line once tonight, or twice. She's 2 for 2. She'll get 2 here as that's our 10th team foul. Very good shooter. She's got 20 on the night. Maybe the announcer talked her out of that. I doubt it. That's just one of those. And Hayes is coming back in for Driver. Hayes is a very good defender. but she's a pretty good offensive player too. The second shot, shot it and got that one. So 1 for 2 this trip, 3 for 4 for the game, and 21 points unofficially. 23 seconds, and we're holding. Got to get it down there. Got to get a shot up quick. Here's Baines, 3, up, down. If we've got a timeout, Tony will use it. 53-43, and let's take a timeout.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
We're back in a really unfortunate situation. We have to score 1.5 per second.
Yeah, I mean, we got it to 10, 13 seconds left. Good job beating the press, moving the basketball, getting a 3. Wish we could have got a couple more 3s to go tonight. But, you know, we're still right there. Just got to keep fighting.
Girls have given a good effort. I am proud of them. They're going to play it right down to the last horn and whistle. We go full man. We deny. Quick foul. Only took a few tenths of a second. And is that Lily Tigg that's going to go to the line?
Yes, sir.
She is an 8th grader, but she is a good shooter. She's time-tested. Her and Ayers have played together before, not only with the USJ team, but travel. Lily Tigg has 5 points in the contest tonight. She'll be there shooting her first 2. Shot it, got it, and that one was smooth. USJ pulls all of them off the line with 13 seconds. Second one rattles out. Yarber's got it. Tess wants to motor up the floor. They pick her up quick. They go to Boykin. Boykin may have got away with one then, Ryan. Could have been a violation. Baines puts it up. It'll be the last shot of the ball game. It is short. Final score is USJ 54, Jackson Christian 43. Both teams played hard. They played physical. I think we acquitted ourselves well.
Yeah, you know, coming off the last matchup, they played a little bit harder than we did, Coach, but we played as tough as we could play tonight. Offensive end, defensive end, did a really good job getting them in foul trouble and having a chance there to win that game. And Lady Bruins are a good team, and they pulled away there late.
Yes, it was. And I just feel like this was a much better game than our first game with them.
Yes, sir.
Tell you what we're going to do while the boys warm up, because they only take 10 minutes, don't do 15 like they did when I was coaching. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state. But we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
And we're back here at USJ. Just finished the girls' action here. Our Lady Eagles going down tonight at the hands of Lady Bruins. Much closer game. Hard-fought game there by our girls. They played hard. Did a really good job of getting the Lady Bruins in foul trouble and making some good adjustments there by Coach Schutz and his squad, and playing really well right now. Good win against Fayette, and then taking USJ to a 2-point game at the half. And like moral victories aren't wins, but it's a good showing tonight from our girls. Good to see Gibson Boykin back on the floor doing some things, and really good effort as we move into the guys' action tonight. Eagles warming up on one end, Bruins warming up on the other. Guys getting ready to go. Really good crowd here tonight here at USJ. A good night of Tuesday night district basketball.
And, Brian, it's something that we can build on. It was good effort. Our leading scorer tonight was Trinity Brooks with 13. Barnes had 9. Lily Barnes had 9. Baines had 7. Taylor Baines, that is. And, of course, 8 for Alana Yarborough. and Tess Little had 1, and Boykin got her first basket. USJ was led by Ayers with 21. Ava Barham had 11. She got double figures, but we held her better than we did the last time. But Ayers only had 7 in the first game. And then Hayes had 6, Spencer 3, Driver 7, Tig had 6, and that was their scoring and it was a final of 54-43. What do you expect in this boys' game?
Coach, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a war. They went zone against us at our place, and Coach Teichman and I talked at halftime of the girls' game about how the zone caught us off guard. But they know and we know we're prepared for it. We've seen it. A lot of folks are zoning us, and so we'll have some answers for that tonight if that's the case. Look for USJ to switch up their defenses, make it tough on us, and then look for our guys to play some other in defense, and that's what we do. That's our calling card. We're going to have some tough matchups there with Brady Smith being one of their main scorers, and some they're big, physical inside. We're going to have to battle, and Coach, we're going to have to stay out of foul trouble.
Yes,
it's
we
going
are.
to be physical. The officials in the first game let a lot of contact go. So we'll see what happens with that here in the second game.
You're absolutely correct, and we got to keep Stonecipher. Now, he had a good game at our house, and I was going to look back and see what he had. That was the Camden game, and it's been an interesting night. And let's see what, well, I think I've got the other book, and I was going to look back and see. The Stonecipher I know had 10 at least. And so, Brian, we're just about ready for starting lineups. The two teams will move over there. Watching on your screen at home, on your computer, on your iPhone, Jackson Christian will be moving from the left to right. They'll be going towards the north end of the gymnasium. USJ will be going towards the south end. Two good squads. It was a white knuckler, a 4-point white knuckler, and we've got the makings of what could be a very good game.
Yeah, Coach, I would like to see us jump out to a lead and build on it. I don't want us to let these guys hang around with us, and hopefully our guys come out after a couple days of a little bit of rest, a little bit of practice, and are fired up, ready to go.
Well, I know they come with they want to. It's just a case of do we get it done, and same thing for USJ. Okay, we're going to have a presentation, it looks like. Coach Teichman and Coach Jones will get something up there with the officials from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Now, we had this at the TCA game also.
That's right.
And as you can see, we do not have a monitor tonight, so we don't know what they're showing you right now. We're just calling the game monitors. They will make the picture of the officials and the coaches and the presentators, or people that make the presentation. One of the gentlemen caught me a while ago, and they said, you look like a clock with a pendulum on it trying to look around fans a while ago in the first half. And I don't know that we're picking it up, what the award in there reading out. But a good hand for the coaches, officials, and thanks to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, a great organization. If you're in athletics and you're not part of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, you should be. And okay, here's Brian Bullard.
Starting lineups for our visiting Eagles tonight. Number 1, that guard, he's a junior, Aiden Shaw. And at that guard, number 2, a senior, DJ Traylor. Number 5, forward, sophomore Jay Mosley. Number 23, he's a forward. He is a junior, Ridgely Reagan. And the final starter is a senior, number 33, Jaden Irvin. Eagles coached by Coach Kyle Teichman, assisted by Ryan Yates and Coach Drew Purtle. Starting at guard for the Bruins, number 1, Wallace Driver. Number 4, he's a junior, Brady Smith. Number 14, sophomore, Mills Terry. Number 20 is senior, Owen Stone Cipher. And the final starter in the middle, he's a forward, number 35, senior Raleigh Seals. Bruins coached by Jeff Jones.
And of course, Raleigh Seals, you recognize that voice from football, or that name from football. Mills Terry also had a very good ball game in our place. Not as many points as he usually scores, but tell you what he did do. He played hard on the boards. He drove, he passed, and he shot when he was open. We got a good bunch out there too. Irvin had a big 3, and you know what? I hope he hits a couple of extra ones tonight. Got to have a big game out of Aiden Shaw, and they'll probably play the zone. They'll jump Brady Smith. He'll jump against our jumping jack, Mosley. Mosley controls the tip. Ridgely Reagan gets it. We're ready to play some basketball.
Starting out in the man-to-man.
They're going to change up. But we're ready if they go to zone, and they have played both this year. Play more zone. Here's Aiden Shaw's 3 up. Aiden Shaw with 3 down. That looked good. Good start, Brian.
Yeah. Couldn't ask for a better start. Let's get a stop on the defensive end.
I can tell you what we're going to play. We're going to play man-to-man. Shaw, good hands, giving a lot of pressure over to Driver. He gets it off. Here is Mosley with the steal. Wants to go to the left side, lays it up in the end. Mosley's got 2, and we've got 5. It's 5-0 Jackson Christian. Coach Jones wants a quick timeout for USJ. We're going to take one on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more, your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
We are back as USJ inbounds on the side. Brian, good quick start for the Eagles. They're going to call Aiden Shaw, but if I ever saw an offensive foul, I just saw one. You can't hook or clear out. Both happened.
Yeah, important right here for Aiden to play good defense without fouling.
Yep.
We don't need a second early.
If you're going to get a second one, then wait till the second quarter to get it deep into it. Seals tries to go through. Irvin, very smart to Ridgely Reagan. A good steal by Irvin, though. Shaw wants it. They'll try to draw a charge from him every chance they get. Comes Irvin off the screen on what's called the Taylor entry when Don Meyer was alive.
We wanted our back screen there, but our screener didn't get the play in.
Yep. When you set screens, young people will run by each other. Always brush shoulders with your teammate, even on an offside exchange.
Here's the zone.
Loop. We get the wing on the high post. Here's the pass out. DJ Traylor just off the iron, but we're going to get it. Aiden Shaw and Irvin both hustling. There's a hand check. Should have been called a foul there. When you gain an advantage, here's Ridgely Reagan's 3. Left baseline comes off. And it looks like USJ, and they're going to let it go out of bounds. Mills Terry does. And we already have a substitution. 13, that's Wynn Cook coming in for Raleigh Seals. We pick up at half court. Driver with the basketball. Crosses over, goes left, kicks out. And unfortunate foul, but a foul.
That's okay. We got to run him off the line.
Yep.
We can't let Smith shoot threes, so that's not a bad foul.
Not at all.
I'd like to see a little bit better closeout, so he's under control there, but not bad there by Jaden.
They run the line. They'll curl or pop out. This time they chose to pop him out. And look for Smith now. He's the guy they want to light up, although Stonecipher had a good game. Driver drives, but Mosley pulls the rebound, plays Windex man. Shaw splits him. He was fouled. They should give him two, or will they say it's on the floor? Was the foul on 14? I could not tell.
Yeah, Coach, I think it was 14.
But it is one team foul. Aiden Shaw at the line for two. He's got a three-pointer to open the game tonight. Shot it, got it. 6-0 the score. Eagles with the lead. And shot it and got it on the second one. USJ to inbound. Stonecipher gives to Driver. Nice drive and defense. Stonecipher tried to get it in there. Irvin with the good defense, and they're going to throw it away. You know, Jaden really, it may have looked bad, but he was playing good defense.
And that's the thing about our defense, Coach. We had a couple guys out of position there, but they're playing as a team. Everybody's helping and recovering and forced a turnover.
And when you help and recover, you still got to help the helper. Never forget, here's the 2-3 zone we were expecting. We got a foul, offensive foul. They say we pushed off. Interesting.
Pretty good action there. We're trying to get our post entry. And the only thing I would tell Ridgely is maybe just go into him and not give the little extra contact. But I think it was a pretty good acting job there.
It was 3 team fouls. 1-4 high for USJ. We're man-to-man. Good battle going on with Stonecipher and Irvin. The ball, though, is in Cook's hands. He gets out of there with it, wants to skip it across. We closed out well, but we let Brady Smith have an opening. That's what happens when he gets an opening. Brady Smith 3 up and 3 down. You know, I can even see a team playing a junk defense against USJ. And we don't play junk D, we play man-to-man. 2-3 zone, they're clogging it. They flex their corner people from the baseline. We actually had a good idea, just didn't connect. And Smith has all 5 of their points, and it's a 7-5 game. Now we loop, and we're going to flash. They're going to step their middle man up. And I see some things. I know how Kyle thinks, and he'll maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unfortunately, all you can do as a team is adjust to the way the game's called.
Got subs in, Coach, for Jackson Christian. Vaughn, Creasy, and Boykin on the floor right now.
Okay, if Boykin is on and he has the good balance, he can bust this zone up by himself. But we got to play defense first of all. USJ will be patient. They'll run their offense till they get what they want. They had a man open on the baseline, and they're going to tie it up. That was Stonecipher. And it is tied at 7, the first tie in the ball game. We jumped out to a 7-0 lead, then it was 7-2, or 7-3 actually. Looks like Vaughn is in there too. He can put some threes up and hit them. But we got to get a good skip pass where we shoot it with a shooting pocket. Nice running one-hander. It didn't go in, but I like to look at it. That's the proper call. Some of the folks don't like it, but it is the proper call. Now, USJ has the possession error. probably a good thing the game isn't called in the stands. USJ with it. They got 1 in, 4 on the perimeter. There's the hop.
We got away with one there.
Yeah, we got away with it. Zach Creasy ahead to Mosley. Mosley wants to go to his left, tries his left-handed hook. It dances, it falls off. He gets his own rebound, kicks it back out. Vaughn, if he could have caught it and loaded it, but he couldn't load it. Zach Creasy wants to drive.
I didn't see that one. He actually gathered himself, took his time, and then went. I don't know.
It was really close. I would have had to been down there to have seen it. And I know one thing, the next time I'm going to bring my cushion to lift me up. I'd sit, Brian's got the best seat. He moved up a row, but I can't because I have to write in the book. We help, but we cannot leave. See, we're helping too much off of Brady. And we got another break, but we didn't get the rebound. Zach reached in there, got it, had it, I thought. I don't understand why the referee was pointing other than that's the throw-ins on the baseline, but usually you signal the offending team. 2 team fouls on USJ. Shaw shot up just off the iron. Rebound, DJ Traylor, and he's fouled. He's going to shoot 2.
A good tip by Ridgely to keep it alive, and DJ there. I would have liked to have seen him go through that contact and finish with an and one, Coach.
Yeah, you're right.
I would have loved to do that.
He is strong enough to do that. Very quick and strong young man. Shooting the first of 2, and it comes off. Had the old crooked arm then. You got to put that hand over. What they tell you in grammar school? Reach in there and put your hand in the cookie jar. Balance, eye, elbow, follow through. Second one, up and good. Boy, a lot of action down there on the baseline, too. That breaks the tie. It's 8-7 Jackson Christian. Ridgely's ready to play defense. Look, he's down.
You got DJ back on Smith. We're switching it. We got to find out where our shooters are, Coach.
Yep. They're trying to make us switch as much as they can with their cuts and screens. Looking for Smith. Now, we've left somebody open on the baseline, and I know we've got to get our rotation a little better. It bounces off, missed by Stonecipher. We get the rebound, and then in haste, throw it away.
Yeah, no need to hurry there. This is an unforced turnover, something that definitely we can correct. And
to inbound the ball is Wynn Cook. Mills Terry playing the point right now. They send cutters through. They go back door. Steal by Zach Creasy, gets rid of it. Ridgely takes it, puts it in the hole. Ridgely Reagan with his first 2. And it's a 10-7 lead with 43 seconds. Remember to pay attention. You can see the Thompson-Smith scoreboard tonight. Brady Smith, I just don't think we can give much help off of him. 23 seconds. Mills Terry wants to drive. Stonecipher shoots from about 16 and hits. It's a 2-pointer. He's got 4. All of their scoring so far has come from 2 people in a 10-9 game. This has the making of another white knuckler like we had at Jackson Christian.
It's a foul.
Yeah, there's a foul, and they're going to say, okay. Score is 10-9 in favor of the Eagles. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
And we are back, 10-9 the score. Brian, what have we got to do? Some things to improve on.
Yeah, we have to cut down on the unforced turnovers there. Make sure that we're finding their shooters and the guys that they're looking to get going offensively, and make sure we keep moving the ball against this zone. Don't grow impatient with it. Flash cutters and see what kind of shots we can get off of that. Pretty good job defensively for the Eagles so far.
Really has been good defense. Couple of help and a couple of rotation situations. I know Kyle, being a good defensive coach like he is, talked about. Now we've got to have movement and people cutting through that zone.
We still had it if we would have just thrown it and trusted it.
Yes, we had the lob to Mosley. We bring it back out, move them from side to side. Nice shot by Shaw, great body control.
Good job by Aiden. He can get that shot anytime he wants it.
Aiden Shaw has a bright future in this game, but we have a lot of young men, and they have some too that have a bright future. They get the baseline pass. They're trying to do is make us help and recover, and sometimes we got to help the helpers. Mills Terry bombs it.
Yeah, a little too much space there from Ridgely. He's going to want to shoot that first before he's a driver.
He's a good shooter. His first three ties to score at 12. Irvin wants a three. Rebound Mosley. Mosley goes to the hole a little hard that time. And coming down with the rebound looks like Stonecipher, and he'll get rid of it. Mills Terry with the basketball. He'll cut away. They'll bring a man into the post. They backdoor. If they don't get it when they pop to the point, they go backdoor immediately or away from the action altogether. Brady Smith, we're going to try to make him get rid of it. Irvin cuts off the baseline driver.
Got to get a hand up.
That's an illegal screen.
Yep.
They miss. Either that or you have to call the foul on us. That's not a no call. Jackson Christian with the basketball. Traylor out front, but Shaw gives it, and they skip over to Traylor. They're forcing us to throw high, lobbing, floating. And they tip it, but it goes to Ridgely Reagan. He got bumped. And let's see if they give him two or say it was on the floor. They're going to say it was on the floor. Could not tell who the foul was on then from our point of view. And but it's Jackson Christian ball. We're looking for the lob, and he tries to bounce it off one of them and step in. They were at an angle, and that's tough to do.
Yeah.
Turnover, Jackson Christian, USJ quickly on the attack. A little more pep in their step tonight. At our place, they really work their offense, although they run their half-court offense and make you play longer than the 20 seconds that you can play good man-to-man. And if we can play defense for 30 seconds, we're super.
Yep.
Got the angle on Mosley, up and in. That was Abe Stonecipher.
Got two guys. We got a space.
USJ with their first lead at 14-12. Three-pointer by Irvin is off the iron. USJ with the control, you see that. That's the driver with the basketball, wanting to penetrate. Traylor's got him. Shaw makes a steal. He'll take this one down. He wants to flush it, but he chose the wise pattern just to lay it up. It's tied again.
Good job. They're getting in the passing lanes, just like you teach it.
Nice block. It was clean. Ridgely Reagan's got the rebound. It's 2-on-1. He dumps it off. DJ with the basket. Nice pass, Ridgely Reagan.
Extra dribble coach drew the defender and had the easy dump down. That's a good job by Ridgely Reagan.
It was 16-14, 2-point lead, 4-11. Now they've beaten us. That forces us to rotate. And look at Shaw drop in there. Now let's see what the call is. Good call by the official. It's the proper call. I've got 5 team fouls.
Important 4-minute stretch here.
Yep.
Like to extend this lead.
We set a screen, but it needs to be outside. Aiden can go outside. Here's DJ. He'll stop, pop, in. Good job, DJ Traylor. And Jeff Jones is not happy with his team's defense. Let's take that timeout on the ball game Blitz.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
We are back, and the ball inbounded by USJ, trailing by 4. Nice stop and pop, Brian, by DJ.
Yes, sir. Good body control, avoiding the charge.
We did a good job switching then. Stone Cipher drives, kicks off. This is a little dribble weave action, but we're going to steal the backdoor pass. It's knocked out of bounds. USJ saves a bucket, but we attack nicely. For them, it looks like Spencer, wearing 5, is out there. 13 is Wynn Crook. And there's a lot of contact. A couple of no calls. Shaw up. His shot kind of got caught in that web. They'll probably, and I don't necessarily agree, but he did kind of jump into it. They get it on Gage Boykin. Interesting call with all the other no call.
And it looked worse than it was. Gage had a good rebounded position trying to go, and the guy slid up under him. Probably the right call. But good hustle there by Boykin.
Moving the ball around the horn. Crook had it, gives it off. Spencer wants to go to the hole, goes up. Those one, it rolls off. DJ takes it, cradles it for just a second, gives it to Zach Creasy, who's in there now. Boykin wanted a nice skip pass. He was going to light it up. Here's Shaw lighting it up, but it doesn't go in. Boykin was in there. Rebound got knocked out of his hands. Crook gives it off to Mills Terry. Spencer's got it on the right wing, drives. He walked.
Yep.
Now, I understand that Boykin has been sick, and that comes from our bench, I believe. I forgot about saying that earlier. I wasn't sure whether he'd even play tonight or not. 18-14, and no, we're not taking a little trip down to New Orleans, but it's Jackson Christian leads 18-14. Going against that, and they do a good job with their 2-3 zone, and they force some of our skip passes to be more floaters. Shaw wanted, and a good idea to try to use his hips to get him some position, maybe a foul. DJ Traylor rolls off. It looked good leaving.
It did.
But it didn't go down, and USJ on the attack. Brady Smith, and you want it out of his hands. Stone Cipher. We're playing good, tough defense there. The kick out. Is that driver, his shot off, but they're going to get the rebound. We're lucky. Now that time, the way they're calling it, we're lucky we didn't get a foul. Coach Jones doing a good job calling the game over there on the other side.
Let's call that one what it was.
Yep.
That's a make up for the other end.
USJ comes with 2 high posts, 1 person in the corner, 1 on the left wing. Mosley. Oh, my. No contact, but contact on that end.
Yeah.
The coaches And favorite word of people that coach this game is consistency. Mosley should have been called for the walk, even though it was a fumble then. And we missed the layup. We're going to miss that one too. And they're just taking him and shoving him out of bounds. Okay, a foul on the USJ player. They need to go right now. The referees need to get together and say, hey, guys, this game has gotten too rough. Call both teams together and say, gentlemen, let's play basketball and cut all the extra stuff out. I don't know if we had a camera on it, but after USJ was headed that way, it was extracurricular, a little extra block out.
Yeah.
Both teams are rough tonight. I'm not trying to call it one way or the other. It's telling it like it is.
They're baiting us into that skip. We got to be careful with it.
Yeah, we do, because they forced us to flip it. Now, again, make them keep hands off people. If you gain an advantage, they keep hollering point of emphasis every year.
Flash the high post.
Yeah, somebody needs to flash that there was a hole you could have driven a Mack truck through there.
Now we just need to get the last one. We've run it down. Let's get the last shot.
Now we need to get a good one. We lead 18-14. Vaughn started. 5 seconds. Somebody's got to shoot it. Stops, pops, off the glass, tip in, no good. Rebound goes to USJ. First half's going to end with Jackson Christian leading 18-14. We may have a guest at halftime, but we're going to take a timeout.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
And we're back here on the campus of USJ. Eagles up 18-14 into the first half. We got some FCA activities going on. Mr. Barry's got the mic. We've got a dice going around the gym and a lot of fun happening here on the floor. I'm joined by Athletic Director, Dean of Students, Coach Jason Shelton. Coach, give me your thoughts and opinions here of the first half.
Well, I just feel like our guys have done a really good job of keeping composure. There's been a few incidents of a little after the play, a little mouth running, some things like that. And I think our guys have done a good job of trying to stay away from a little bit of that. They started out man, and that went ugly, so they went back to their zone that we had some trouble with last time. And I think we've done a good job moving the basketball against it. Probably going to have to knock down a couple of shots at some point. But look for us to do some things, get into the short corner around that S and that B on each side. If we can get it behind the zone and then be able to attack from there, we usually get some good stuff that way. Defensively, we ought to be up. We ought to be up 8. We had last two possessions, missed layups, things fell off, and that's just how it goes sometimes.
That's what I was going to say. Well, I'll count. Jay missed 2 there offensively. Jaden missed a putback there. Could have been 6 or 8 more points, like you said. Coach, let's talk about the girls' game. The last game at our place, they kind of took it to us a little bit. Our girls tonight, Coach Schutz had them ready to play. What did you see from them in a much better effort the second time around?
Well, they just play so hard, and they're getting better every time out and learning a little bit more about what he wants to do, and they're executing a little bit better. And got the Boykin girl back tonight, got Gibson back tonight, and she gives you another ball handler, and that helps a little bit. But even somebody like Taylor Baines that played last year with a cracked bone in her back and kind of has been on the shelf for a long time since last summer, just getting back to making plays that we're used to seeing her make. Lily and Elena and Trinity did such a good job on the glass and drives and finishing some things. Made a lot of free throws in the first half. It kept us in it, and then we didn't quite get to that point in the second half. But they just play so hard, and they just get better every time. And they create some havoc defensively. That's a good team. That's the best team in the district first time through. I think they beat TCA the Friday night. So,
yeah, those girls were 5-0, and I thought we did a good job drawing some fouls, drawing some contact, being strong with the basketball. Really good effort from our girls. And Coach Schutz saw Coach Schutz get fired up out there tonight. And you usually don't see that too much, but I love to see the intensity from him.
Yeah, this is a good group of girls, and they play awful hard for him, and will continue to do so. And they've had injuries. They're still playing without a couple of people that'd be giving them time and stuff. But it's just really impressive with how hard they play. It's a good bunch of kids.
So we got under 5 minutes left here at halftime, 18-14. Coach, give me something, and we talked a little bit about it. Give me something that Coach Teichman's giving his guys offensively in there, and then give me something that he's giving them defensively.
Well, like I said, he's talking to them about trying to attack the backside of the zone. When they loop and Jordan cut that wing from the other side, and they empty it back and bring them in, it would be good if we could get the swing and be able to get something to stick it inside at that point. To Ridgely or Jay or somebody there in that short corner. We don't have a true post guy, a guy that's just going to post up, and Jay's not going to put his body on somebody in there. He's just going to be in there looking for the ball. But being able to attack at the back of that zone is what makes the difference. There's always a backside of it because they turn to face the ball, whether it's a skip and a drive, things that we're doing that are not just right off to come down the floor and get a catch. Defensively, they just got to keep the same intensity. Be sure they're talking their switches, which they've done a pretty good job with, and then being sure you limit them to one shot. We had a couple times we got lost number 4, and he's a pretty good little shooter, and lost him a couple times. Luckily, he didn't make them all. But being able to stay focused on the defensive end because we have long possessions, but that's our strength, and that's what they're so good at. And he's done a great job of teaching them and got them to that point. And I kind of expect that to continue here in the second half.
It looks like to me, Coach, that if we don't let Terry or Smith initiate the offense, the other ball handlers are having a little bit of trouble. We're able to get some steals and some deflections that way. So what you said about Smith having a couple shots, I was holding my breath a little bit where we left him, some overhelp. It's probably good if we keep DJ on him as much as possible. Jalen likes to get out and try to play the passing lanes a little too much there. But, Coach, appreciate you coming up tonight. Thank you for joining us. That's Coach Jason Shelton. 18-14, Eagles up. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and be back here on the BallGame Blitz.
So we get asked a lot, why come to Hub City Deli? I got 3 reasons for you. First, we're local. Spending your dollars in a local business keeps those dollars within the community. Second, our people. Our staff are the most hardworking folks in the business. I couldn't do it without them. They are my most valuable asset. Lastly, our food. The food is what keeps the guests coming back. We source the highest quality ingredients available. Most of our food is scratch made with love every day. So what are you waiting for? Come see us at Hub City Deli, your craft deli.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
And we're back. Coach,
yeah.
Coach coming in. He's been visiting over there.
Steve Beverly and I were discussing some aspects of both games. Steve Beverly, very astute. He is the USJ broadcaster for Worthy Road Studios, and he's like me. He's seen a lot of basketball. We both call the NAIA tournament. You know, it was a low-scoring game at our house at the end of the first half.
Yeah, that's what USJ wants. Hopefully we can extend it out and get some easy baskets.
Absolutely. USJ takes a shot from outside, and that was Brady Smith, and every time he misses, hold your breath when he goes to shoot, though, folks.
He's a really good shooter.
Yes, he is. Irvin wanted to load it. Shaw on the point around the trailer. Here is Irvin. His three off the back of the iron. Rebound, Riley Seals, big post player back in there that started the game. USJ gets their second possession of the half. Possession arrows in our favor. They start to go. We played the back door a little better and didn't make one of the switches we made a while ago. Stonecipher rolls in there. Seals tries to flip a half hook up there. Interesting call. I think they're going to get Irvin.
It is on Jaden.
Jaden, my man, my heart goes out to you. Box formation. They fake the screen up, go out over two screens, kick it out to Smith, but there he is. Jalen Mosley knocked it away. We didn't get it, but it was a good defensive play. Seals to inbound. Mills Terry goes in the backcourt and gets it. Very impressive player in his own right. They put four along the baseline but start cheating Smith up. Seals will come out and set a screen. We did a good job of covering that. They're going to feed him. We knocked it away, but ball went right back to driver's hands. Mills Terry wants to shake and bake. 17-footer blocked. Good job by DJ.
Yeah, good job of defense and staying away from his body there on the jump shooter. Talk to screens. It's nothing easy.
Okay, Seals got it. He kind of hooked us and got position. It was good position. Kicks out. Driver wants it. The left-hander shot is up and in. They've cut it to a one-point game.
Yeah, we got trapped and somebody lost their man down there.
USJ staying with the 2-1-2 zone or 2-3, depending on they matched up and they try to kick it out. Shaw wants to go right. Thought he was going to cross over for a minute to his left, but he didn't. Around the horn, but into the high post. Knocked away. Ridgely Reagan picks it up, gives it back to DJ. Here's the lob to Mosley. He was too far under. He kicks it out. Irvin wants to drive, wants to kick out. He needs help. He gets it to DJ on the baseline. They steal it. Mills Terry with the steal. He's going to take it to the hole and doesn't go up because Reagan got into the air there. Stonecipher takes the lead back for USJ. 6 points, that's Owen Stonecipher, and they have a 19-18 lead. They're doing a good job. When we try to hit the flash guy, good shot by Irvin.
Good answer there by Jaden. He's been on target, Coach. I like for him to keep shooting that.
Just put that hand inside that bucket, balance eye, elbow, follow through. Key phrase for all youngsters to remember out there. They feed Seals down in the low post. He spins, bumps. They'll get, and actually it's not the ball, it's Mosley's arm that fouled Seals.
Yeah, good patience there by Seals. If Jay will just stay on the floor there, he'll be able to jump with him.
Jay is actually quick enough to get a shot even if the hand starts it forward. But if you get him in the paratrooper club, Seals misses that first one. Second one up, off the iron, no good. We get the rebound.
That's big misses, Coach. We need to take advantage of that.
Yep. Now that's what they force us to do. We throw a flat skip pass trying to get it there quicker, and Brady Smith did a good job of getting his hand out in the passing lane, but we don't want to float them. Going to loop a man up. Let's see the flash. They'll drop off of that. Irvin wants another three. It's off the back of the iron. Ridgely Reagan gets the tipped rebound. 3 up by Shaw. His is up. Tip in. I'm giving it to Ridgely Reagan.
That's Ridge, Coach. Yeah, absolutely. Excellent tip. I love the inside-out 3 there on the offensive rebound. It's one of my favorite shots. Ridgely keeps it alive and gets the 2.
Reagan's got 4 in the contest. Drive by Smith. His bucket up and good. His 7th point. We've got a 2-point lead. .401. We dribble it off the side, go to Smith. Dayton Irvin on. We wanted to throw it to our post, but didn't have it, and they stayed back and laid back and helped a little bit. Irvin gets it back. They actually had a hand on it and control for a second. Skip pass to Shaw. Nice
Good
pass,
luck.
and we didn't catch it. They say it hit the red. They're in a better position to call it now. Jackson Christian with a 2-point lead. Here comes Creasy back in, and he's coming in for Jalen. Jalen keeps looking at that left hand.
Yeah, shaking his hand. I don't know if that ball went off his pinky or his finger.
Sometimes you can catch one off what I call the bird finger sometimes. It is the longest finger on your hand, and it gets down sometimes. Got to keep that palm and the fingers open. Nice cutoff there by DJ on Smith. Mills Terry wants to go to work on Shaw, and again, some nice defense. Oh, I saw an offensive foul. Shots up and good. Did you see the push? Yeah. Go back and check your tape. There is a push. They've got the lead by 1, 24-23. Kick out. Irvin wanted it. Gets it knocked out of his hand. They say it's off his leg. So USJ has a chance to increase their lead to 3 or 4, depending on what they do with the basketball. We've got to buckle down and play hard-nosed defense.
Yeah, important 2:30, Coach, left in this third quarter. They have a little momentum from us.
Aiden knocks it out. And you say, why couldn't he stolen it? Well, when you play the defense and the way he had his hand, there's no way he could have controlled that ball. So it's best that he just stopped the play and disrupted it. We almost had a steal. Our kids are trying hard.
Yeah, and DJ's a little frustrated. It looked like that Smith might have knocked that ball out of bounds, and he didn't feel like that he touched it there. Hard for us to tell.
It really is up here. We've got a very bad vantage point. First girls game had trouble seeing over people that just stand in the aisle. We're next to an aisle. Almost had that one, but almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and tonic. And you see Seals get the basket, and that does give them the 3-point lead that they wanted. Coach Jones doesn't mind playing it close to the best here.
We can't assume that reversal is going to be there.
Yep. And that is a good no call there. Ridgely Reagan gets the basket, his 6th point of the night, and we're down 1, 26-25, we being the Eagles. Ridgely wants to play defense. He and Mills Terry, nice matchup there. They kick out, Stone Cipher, and Zach closed the angle down, but we let a man get away from us, get the angle. Wow, interesting. 3 team fouls on us.
Pretty good defense.
I thought so too. Irvin goes out. Vaughn comes in, needing the 3-point shooting. DJ needed a rest because he's played hard defense. They run their screen off their out-of-bounds play out of the box. Stone Cipher has it. Vaughn, we come across to help. DJ, what an effort. Superman effort, and lays it up. That's all DJ Traylor.
Yeah, we've got to have heart right here, Coach. We've got to dig deep. Minute left. Up 1. Let's get a stop right here.
Yeah, let's go into the 4th quarter with that lead. We lead right now 27-26, but it's going to take some real hard-nosed defense. Driver pops out. Shaw's got him. They'll run cutters. And they're trying to let him go one-on-one. 37 seconds. They really want the last shot, but if we give them an easy basket, they'll take it. Seals really working hard to post up. They kick out to Mills Terry. He wants to go up. Good job. Zach stayed down with him that time.
He switched him.
A little walk.
Yeah, he switched him, yeah.
Could have had the foul of the walk. USJ with no team fouls. That is an item.
That is interesting, yeah. And that can go both ways, Coach. If it's a close game, they've got a foul.
Yep.
They're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. Vaughn has it. We've got about 13 seconds to score.
It's getting our offense.
Okay, got to start it now, and we're about 2 seconds behind starting it. And we'll have 2.1 seconds to do something with. Let's see if they throw it in on the baseline or on the side. Ridgely Reagan checks back in. That would make it gives you the potential for a lob down there.
Yeah, DJ's by himself in the court. There we go. They found him.
We go 1-4. Let's see if there's a screen away. There it is to Mosley. He shoots up. Nice shot. It just didn't go in. At the end of 3 quarters of play, Jackson Christian Eagles 27, USJ Bruins 26. Let's take a timeout on the ball game Blitz.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
We are back, ready for the 4th quarter. Brian, give us some insight.
Yeah, we've missed some bunnies tonight, Coach. We missed some shots around the rim, a 1-point lead, and Coach Teichman would take that, but he would like to have a little bit more breathing room. We're going to start with the ball here. Let's execute inside out of bounds and get some good shots and continue to know where Mills Terry is and Brady Smith is on the defensive end.
Brady Smith, the leading scorer in the game with 10. Shaw has 9 for us. Traylor has 7. Mosley with 2. 6 for Reagan. And we're outside and we're way away from attack zone. We throw it inside. They're matching up to our center now. But there's a hole in there if we went high-low. Shaw look like a karate tournament. Who's going to get it? DJ Trailer. He's stripped of it, but there got to be a foul
timeout,
somewhere.
yeah.
Okay. Kyle called a timeout. We'll take a timeout on the ball game blitz.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We are back here for white knuckler, slobber knocker, whatever you want to call it. And I know I use that phrase a lot, but it is very true phrase about that. I'm not the only one that uses it. And I'll remind you, and the person I'm talking to knows the rims aren't pig iron. Here we go. 7:23, and Shaw has the basketball to Trailer. We need a cutter come through that lane. We go right side. Vaughn wants a 15-footer. It's off the back of the iron. Riley Seals controls the board. He is a big, solid guy, too.
Yeah, good look there by Mason. Just wasn't able to put it down.
They'll probably get the hook. And Coach Jones, while we were away, he was out and spent a good portion of the time out politicking for that foul.
Well, he called the foul before the contact happened, and he was anticipating it.
Like
Jalen does a pretty good job of keeping his body off of post
Yeah.
players.
Like I said, he was politicking for that one. Coaches work the officials. You always work for the next call. You're rarely, unless it's a point that's in the rule book and in the correctable error time, are you going to get a call change. And that time we're going to give Seals the basket. He did a good job. They're back up by 1, 28-27. DJ picked up by Driver. Wallace Driver tries to go the hole. I thought he got fouled. It'll be no shot but on the floor. That's USJ's first foul of the second half.
Thought we could have got free throws out of that.
Should have, but we're not going to. There's a foul. Will they say it's on the floor? They're going to give Aiden Shaw the 2, and he'll get to try an old-fashioned three-point play. That one on, it looks like Mills Terry. He'll get one shot. We're up 1. He can give us a 2-point lead with this one. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Makes it 30-28. If you miss this one, you can get it on replay on the YouTube network of Worthy Road Studios. Then Aiden knew it, but according to my stats, that's just his second foul. Now, again, I could be wrong because I've had people stand in front of me all night and block the view. Don't forget about the Blacksmith Restaurant, Jones Chevrolet, Jackson State Community College, Dynamics Physical Therapy. And they've had their work tonight in 2 physical games. Mills Terry wants 3. It's off the back of the iron. Zach Creasy's got the rebound. Gives it to Shaw. Shaw looks over a 2-3 zone. DJ Trailer will bring it back out front and then cut through. Creasy wanted to make some action. Trailer, Raleigh Seals out there hard. We tried that flip pass. Mills Terry was alert, got it, takes the Euro step, and we stripped it. Zach's going to get out of there with the basketball.
Great defense by the Eagles. Slow down, no numbers.
We're in a hurry. We got to focus. Ridgely, nice ball fake, and that's all right to fake a shot. They're going to say he walked. Kyle not arguing, but I know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
I have thought that before, too. 30-28, USJ with the basketball. They have slowed the pace down a little bit here. Mills, Terry with it. They fake and slip the screen with Seals.
Look for Smith to get a shot. He hadn't taken one in a while.
Okay, DJ's got to keep those hands under control. He's doing a good job otherwise, but you got to watch in a contest like this. They'll head the backdoor cut.
Got to be careful helping. There we go.
I had 5. Get your film in real time and count it when you watch it on YouTube. Okay, consistency. That's all I'm going to say. And right now, it's not.
16 foul,
yeah,
Coach.
I'm glad you can see it because I sure can't. Where we're sitting from, the pole has me blocked off. Looks like USJ is going to take a timeout, set something up. We're going to take a timeout on the ball game Blitz.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Back on the ball game Blitz game, Jackson Christian Facebook. It'll be archived and put on YouTube tonight. Watch the Jackson Christian version. Aloha Pools, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, Elite Dental, McCoy's Heating and Air, Hub City Deli, some of our fine sponsors. We'll tell you about some more in a few moments. Brian, quick thought.
Yeah, Coach, a one-possession game, really physical, going both ways. And their next foul, they'll be in the 1-on-1. Let's sit down and play defense. Let's see if Coach Jones has drawn up something up for Brady Smith right here.
Okay, driver being guarded by Aiden Shaw. He'll get a screen. We go for the double team, but they kick it. We've got to rotate and find. We'll let Seals shoot a 3 from out there. Zach Creasy's got him right now. And then we let him get it. We got to slide towards the passing lane just a hair more. The Stone Cipher can shoot that shot, but he chose to drive. We got lost on the back door. Now the fake won't work on that. Seals bumped you, but here's a 3, and it's good. And you know who that is. That's Brady Smith. And USJ has taken a 1-point lead again. Creasy with it. Look, they look at the zone. Down to Mosley. He's getting bumped. Good hands by Mills Terry to intercept that pass.
A lot of contact down there.
Yeah, too much contact. Sales pushing off down there with his arm. He missed the basket. That was almost a turnover, but as I've told you before, almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and atomic bombs. Shaw to look at the left side. Gets it. Zach wanted to. He does inside the arc, off the back of the iron. Jumping jack. Ridgely Reagan goes up, gets the rebound. He's fouled on his shot. He'll shoot 2. 3 team fouls on USJ. Reagan has not been to the line tonight. We trail by 1. First one shot it, got it, and the game is tied at 31. It's been tied at 7, 12, 14, and now 31. Second shot up, shot it, and it comes off the rim. Seals hustles out there and gets it to Driver.
We got to get matched up.
Yeah,
there we go.
Mills, Terry's got it. He wants to drive on Ridgely. We're not seeing, and Stone Cipher gets in there, and they take the lead back. That's Stone Cipher's 8th point unofficially. We get a pass blocked, and then they say it's off of us. .212 and counting. Keep an eye on that Thompson-Smith scoreboard. We covered the back door well, and now they say we pushed after the mugging under the goal on this other. Wow. Should be a 1-and-1. Mills Terry, who's a pretty good free thrower, shooter. He has not been there tonight. He has a big 3 back in the second quarter for them. USJ has a 2-point lead. First shot it, got it. He'll get a second one. That makes it a 3-point lead with 2:05 to go. Second one up off the rim. DJ Traylor gets it. We flip it to Shaw. Run a cutter through. And they say that DJ stepped on the line. Coach Teichman wants a timeout. We're going to take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz Network.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
We are back at a white knuckler. Brian, it's up to our defense right now.
Yeah, plenty of time left, 3-point lead. You don't want them to extend it too much with that zone, but we got to get down and play defense and keep an eye on our guys and understand where we are on the floor.
Yeah, we really need to shut them out on this trip. Seals doesn't really want to put it on the floor, and we don't have to double team him. There, you saw it right in the tape. There was 2 shots by the elbow, and we throw it away. Nonchalant pass. Brady Smith lays it up. And a 5-point lead for USJ. Foul on Seals then. It'll be the 4th team foul. But we're nowhere close to the 1-and-1. I'll go ahead and repeat it. Go back, watch the YouTube tape in this score. Ridgely's going down the floor, and there were 2 elbows pumped into him. Coach Jones wants a timeout for USJ. We're going to take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better. At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
We are back here with 1:21 left, 5-point lead for USJ. We can still get the 2. We don't have to have the 3 on this one, Brian.
Yeah, plenty of time. They took a timeout, so it gives Coach Teichman an opportunity to draw something up offensively, and we'll see what he comes up with. I'd like to get the ball, get a touch in the paint, and take something up strong.
Absolutely correct. Important possession for the Eagles offensively now. And we pass, and Jaden Irvin fouls. Be the 8th foul. Our last few passes have killed us, Brian.
Yeah, hadn't done a good job down the stretch taking care of the basketball.
Be a 1-and-1 at the line. The last guy that you would want there, their best shooter probably, Brady Smith, he'll get a 1-and-1. They pull everybody off the line. Shot it, got it. 6-point lead. They could have it at 7, and it would make it a 3-possession game if he hits this one. And he does. He's a very good shooter. He's got 7 in just this quarter alone, 17 for the game. We did a much better job on him at our house. DJ, NBA 3 up off the iron rebound. They're going to make us chase them now.
That's kind of been the story tonight, Coach.
Yep.
The 3 looked like it was good, rimmed in and out, and that's kind of been the story of the night.
Absolutely. I'm going to make Raleigh Seals dribble, though. I'm going to shut everybody else down. Make him handle the ball. He'll stand and handle it well. He posts up well. This is Wallace Driver. Hits that first free throw, and he's a pretty good free throw shooter, too. I think he's kin to a pretty good free throw shooter. Second one up, rolls around, comes off. Very unusual. 8-point lead with 50 seconds. We got to get the ball on the glass in a hurry. They're going to flex those corner wings out of the 2-3, and we are using way too much time. DJ's 3 up, down. That's the way. We need a timeout. We get a timeout. We're going to take a timeout and come back and watch the press.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
We are back. I know Coach Teichman and all of us sitting in the seats, we've all got suggestions for him. He's the only person on the floor that knows what Jackson Christian's got to do, Brian.
Yeah, we have to keep the ball out of Brady Smith's hand and foul another person, make them knock down free throws at the line.
Seals inbounding the basketball. And we're just trying to do the right thing. We're overpassing.
Yeah, just go up and shoot it.
Yep. Because we got to score quick, and it takes time for that pass to get there. Time is precious. We break out of the 1-4, lobbed originally. We go back outside. DJ wants to take it to the hole, and they let him. He's got 2 more, and we take another timeout wisely. We'll be back after this on the BallGame Blitz.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag, filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
We are back, and it's getting to be a white knuckler again. 20.9 seconds, USJ to inbound the ball. They can run the baseline on this one. 39-36, USJ with the lead over the Eagles. The Eagles got to really buckle down and play some cornbread and onion breath defense One of my players just sent me, an old player sent me a text, said an eyeball-to-eyeball defense, Coach.
They're going to try to go deep. Good, take him.
Stone Cipher, we fouled him.
Coach.
I thought we had a steal, but we're not calling the game.
Pretty good defense there, straight up, and he went into us, but they know at that point we're trying to foul, so they're anticipating a foul call.
That's the 10th team foul. Stone Cipher will be there, at least unofficially. I've got 10 team fouls. And this is Owen Stone Cipher with 2. He's got 8 points tonight. Has not been to the free throw line in a 3-point game. It falls off. That helps. Still a 2-possession game if he hits this one, though. Right now, it's a 1-possession game if you tie it with a 3. There you got it. So it's still a 2-possession game.
It's something quick, going to the basket. A 3 if it's there.
Now we got to get it off. We're wasting time again. DJ tries the shot, comes off. They get the rebound. We foul. Ridgely tried to reach around. USJ will go to the line with 2 free throws. And again, Stone Cipher will be there. He was 1 out of 2 on his last trip, but he's a pretty good shooter. He had 10 in the first game. He'll get 2. We're down 4. Here's the first one. Make it 5, and he did hit that one. Second one up and good. They're going to let us throw it in. No, we've got a timeout. And we'll take another timeout on the. Whoa, now the officials will hold it here. Okay, we've got a full timeout. We'll take one with them.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
We are back with 3.9 seconds, but we trail by 6. Time really for only one good shot.
Yeah.
USJ will put one man into our backcourt area, trying to keep us from throwing a long pass or rolling the ball. We go to Shaw. His long shot arcing off the glass. It's no good, and the final score is USJ 42, Jackson Christian 36. We're going to take a timeout and let it settle down a little bit here. We'll come back after this timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
And we are back here, a very low-scoring game, 42-36. Brian, let's get your thoughts on it before I go over some scoring.
Yeah, I thought, a 6-point loss, and Coach, we could go back and dissect it, and that's what Coach Teichman's going to do. But I feel like we left some bunnies out there around the rim that could have got us an 8-10-point advantage potentially there in the first half. And you got to give credit to USJ. They made plays down the stretch, and we lost Smith there in the corner, and he makes a three. Raleigh Seals a couple times there in the paint, drawing fouls and a couple lay-ins. And we did something we don't normally do, and were confused a little bit defensively, lost our people. And you don't see that a lot from these Eagles, and maybe a little too much intensity tonight, Coach. Maybe they were a little gassed up on the defensive end trying to get steals. I don't know, but I do know this. They played hard, and they competed and battled for 4 quarters.
They really did. It was a good ball game in some ways, but and you're right about we lost people. We got so focused on helping, and there's 2 things to help. Yeah, you got to help and recover, but you can't completely lose your man. Plus, you can't commit every time to the help. You got to fake it sometime. And then something that I noticed just a little of, we did not do a good job of helping the helper. And there were a couple of rotations that went wrong.
Yeah, our rotations were out of sync a little bit, and that happens. You still held. The final was 42-36. I mean, still held them to 42 points, and when you do that, hold a team under 45 points, you feel like you have a good chance to win. But here's the thing about it. You got a TCA team coming in on Friday that's going to be fired up. They're going to be mad. We potentially stole one from them at their place, hit the shot. So we're going to watch this one. You're going to learn from it, but you can't dwell on it with another tough district matchup Friday against TCA.
You're actually right. That hurts us in the standings, and we'll tell you about that in a moment. But for USJ, Driver had 4. Brady Smith, the junior sharpshooter, had 17. Mills Terry had 4. Stone Cipher 2. Driver, if I didn't get his 4, and I think I did, Abe Stone Cipher had 2. Owen Stone Cipher had 9. He had 10 at our place. Raleigh Seals had 4 big points, but he posted up some. He didn't hit any of the free throws he shot, but they had 42 points, and that's the important point, is they had more than we did on that. Aiden Shaw did a pretty good job. He had 12. Traylor had 12. Mosley had 2, which is one of his lowest totals. And Reagan had 7. Irvin had a 3. We only had 5 people score for us.
Yeah, that's a tough night for Jalen Mosley inside. Just wasn't able to convert the little left-handed jumpers that he normally makes, and a lot of that has to do with the amount of pressure they were putting on him. But he's gonna look at the game tonight and see what he left out there and be frustrated, and I don't blame him. And hopefully that'll give him some motivation to come out Friday against a good TCA team.
Absolutely, and going to have to play them hard. That moves us actually into 3rd place. We're a half game behind Sacred Heart. Right now, TCA actually controls the district. They have 1 more victory, and Sacred Heart is a half game behind them, as we are them. You may want to play and be in the first 4 spots, but to be honest with you, we were tied for first, contrary to the same people that put out the false report today about the football coach had that TCA was, this was put up, I think, yesterday, and that news source put up that TCA was sole possession of first place. That was not true. It is now. And we want to report the news to you. Brian, what else do you need to tell the folks?
Just looking for a good environment on Friday, and we'll have some, our girls hung in there with them last time. We'd like to see what Coach Schutz and the Lady Eagles have in store for the Lady Lions, and just a good night of basketball.
Well, don't score compare, because I warn you against that. But remember that Fayette Academy only lost by 7. It was 57-50. And we did beat Fayette Academy. They've got a good team. And this is a good district. The top part of it, the top 4 or 5 teams are really tough. And you won't see any better boys teams than ours, TCA's, USJ's got a good one. Sacred Heart's got a very good team. Those 4 teams, and there's some other teams that can come to play. And we've still got to go to Fayette Academy, and we didn't see Bowling at his best. He had an injury on the game before. So we'll have to play a little more defense. Maybe we'll get another chance to meet this team again, and because it's 2 pretty even matched teams. And it's just one of those games where things happen, and what you do, you learn from it. You move on to the next game. You got to spend tomorrow and Thursday preparing for TCA. This game, nothing you can do about it. Just don't do the same things. Correct it, practice it, doing it right. Let me remind you about some sponsors we have. We have Nest Realty, who helped bring you this game. Bank of Jackson, King Jewelers, Lonnie Cobb Ford, Carlock Nissan, King Jewelers, I said them once, but we'll give them 2. Grover Blue Eyes King, Bank of Jackson, great people. Arrington Funeral Home Directors, and they can help you at a tough time. Kaufman's Furniture, Hub City Deli, McCoy's Heating and Air, Elite Dental, Southeastern Termite Pest Control, Thompson and Smith, always helpful. And Blacksmith Restaurant, great steaks. Jones Chevrolet, great people there. Dynamics Physical Therapy, and they had their work cut out on it. It was a very physical contest in the boys and maybe more physical in the girls. Jackson State Community College, Mitchell's Body Shop, the post-game and pre-game show brought to you by Great American Sports. Unusual night. Game started 10 minutes early. Then on top of that, they had the little dribblers, and they were great. Wonderful to see those programs. But I looked like a pendulum on a clock trying to look around people and see what was happening, and nobody wanted to move. And even some people had some terse words when I asked them just to give me a little path to see. But that's how it goes sometimes in gymnasiums. And we gave you the best. Gary Lockhart, obviously on the board over here, director, producer, doing some things like that. And I have gotten confused if Gary can help us out. He doesn't have a microphone on all our camera people because it wasn't what I was told before I got here. And Gary, feed them to me and I'll relay them. Adriana Hicks. Adriana Boland. Yeah, that one I think you get. Play-by-play coach Joe Holloway, but you know what? My man, Brian Bullard, it's always fun to work with him, and he keeps me from having an ulcer sometimes. Paul Schultze, the man with the plan, the Tower of Power, and you won't get any better pictures anywhere than with Worthy Road Studios. Now, we will remind you this is a copyrighted broadcast, and any rebroadcast, retransmission, further use, or changing of this broadcast of Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz is prohibited. And remember, copyright is a federal offense. And I guess it's time for the famous words. And I heard today that the owner of the Rockabillys used it. It's actually a Jack Buck quote, but Jack used it a long time after I'd already been using it. He may have used it when he wasn't a national figure, but we're going to say thanks for your time this time. Till next time. Good day, all.